This episode of Stezo Radio is brought to you by Rolling Thunder Exhaust. Located at 900 Bryan Drive, Crest Hill, Illinois, they are the home of quality automotive products that will resonate everywhere you travel. From custom chrome exhaust, Mopar power, and other car accessories, trust me when I say you can't go wrong. Give them a call at 941-725-5081. Check out their website, www.rollingthunderexhaust.com. And don't forget to ask about that Stezo Radio special.
Stezo Radio is for adults only.
The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. Well, it's that radio show where we go toe to toe. Hot topic dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view. So tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen because we spitting and simping. The Stezo Radio Show. 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 The Stezo Radio Show.
Young and Kurt, that nigga, Nola Fox, Flint the Pimp, Ricky Bobby, Shorty got him, Ancient Kurt, and Remy. Alright, y'all, welcome back. I tried to record the pre-show, but I couldn't because the pre-show was, as the kids say, lit. Alright, I'm going to tell you the topic of this one right now. The topic of this one, we're going to do a Farewell Obama. Now, before y'all start saying Stezo don't start that blasphemy shit, Stezo is going to be on his best behavior. I promise you.
You got backup today.
Yeah, I'm going to be on my best behavior. You know, and for all you for the first time tuning in, thank you. We don't know if you caught us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Instagram, YouTube, or Google Play. It don't matter, but thank you for tuning in. And another update on the Ricky Bobby dating situation. It's still in effect. We still got 300. We're talking to
Don't that sound fucked up?
Still in effect?
No,
it is a situation.
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to get through this. I'm trying to get through this for the show. I'm trying to get through this. We can do this show.
Can't bring you up to speed.
That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just hurry up so we can get to this show.
PSA, can't you tell that Stezo's excited for
Exactly,
this show?
exactly. I'm trying to get to this show. So without further ado, we finna get to these intros. Go.
A little water.
This is Sam Nikki. You can catch me on Sam Nikki IG.
It's your boy Shell the Great. You know, follow me everywhere.
Next.
What's happening? You got Remy in the building. Follow me on Instagram at Remy_SR.
And it's your boy Ancient Kurt. Chime in whenever you want.
And this your boy Damo Gorilla Style Brown. Holla at me, Damo Gorilla Style Brown.
All right. Like we said, this is the
Record 1910-4.
This is the farewell. This is the farewell show to Obama. Now, first, let's just go through.
Thanks, Brock.
We're gonna go reverse to from now to then. I think it's
We're gonna go back 8 years.
No, we're gonna start from his farewell speech. Did anybody catch that besides me?
No,
I watched that.
No,
I did not.
Wasn't even interested.
Actually, I was.
Wasn't
I did
interested?
not.
Wasn't even interested.
You know, I told
He ain't
myself
said
I wasn't
shit in
going to no
8 years.
weddings
He
and
couldn't
no
say
funerals.
shit at the end.
That was an excellent fucking speech.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I like the speech.
Well,
was
I'd have the
excellent.
video. I'd have to stream it and see it.
It was
because
excellent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this: it's certain artists that come out, rappers, singers, whatever, that you know they're gonna deliver you some good merch. I knew that this nigga was gonna give a great farewell speech, so I'm holding it. My enthusiasm. You're building my enthusiasm. This is the luxury that the internet gives me.
Rakim in his prime. That's how he delivered.
I believe you.
Rakim
That man
prime.
is a speech like
His prime.
like
You going a little too far.
Rakim in his
The
prime.
Rakim being
that
Obama?
farewell speech was Rakim.
I mean,
in his prime.
Obama being the Rakim
That's
with
how he
speeches.
delivered that
Yes,
shit.
sir.
man,
That's a
I'ma
little rough,
stream
Chev.
that
That's a little rough,
I'm gonna have
Chev.
to stream that tonight for my
Rakim?
nightcap.
Rakim, bro.
Rakim, that is
motherfucker-
prime.
When you
Follow the leader.
When you got news anchors who have despised this man, like that was fucking magnificent. That was some-
Okay.
that
You
shit
saying
was
it like
potent.
that? Yeah.
That was uncut. That shit was not stepped on.
I mean, some of them was just happy to see the nigga go.
Oh, indeed. Indeed. They was shucking the jab.
I mean, but you gotta understand something, man. like no bullshit, I'm gonna get the two things out the way that I know about Barack, and I don't want to argue with nobody. Y'all feel how you feel?
Oh, you gonna argue?
You're right.
I'm not gonna argue.
Okay, so you're not gonna say nothing.
Nah, I'm gonna say my piece and I'm be done with this shit.
We giving it back to you.
We definitely came out of this motherfucking depression they was talking about, this financial.
You fucking right.
We came out of that under Obama. All right, now as a people, we decided, look, we're not gonna buy so much bullshit because there's been a lot of shit come out that nobody bought. A lot of shit that we would have jumped on when we was ready with the money.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have jumped on that shit, bought it, and made billions. You watching stocks and shit. Like, we some niggas right now talking about stocks.
That's our age.
But look at our generation. The generation they said would fail. We just rolled Obama's coattails. Like, everything the man said he was gonna do, he was catering to us. Like, he proved that we are not the generation that motherfuckers thought we was. We voted for the man. We promoted the man. Rappers, hip-hop, stars, whatever, blah, blah.
Yeah, they was
We
caking.
sold
They was
Obama,
caking.
Joe. If Obama was a Pepsi, we all would have diabetes. Do you understand
And
what
we
I'm
all
saying?
do, because he
I don't
never
think so.
did
No.
nothing with
You don't. Therefore, we all don't.
I didn't have my blood work back yet. I don't know.
I'm saying you ain't drinking the Obama Kool-Aid like that. You are, you know what I'm saying, rounded enough to go look for information to make sure that this supports you. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, you know, if you don't know that this ain't real, you never know to go look for the truth. Never. I ain't buy the whole thing either. Like, I'm more hopeful to see what's gonna happen in these next 8 years after he not the president no more. That man know a lot. That man know about all type of shit. That much. Area 51.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? He know. Hey, he know about shit that we've been wondering for years.
Don't see. Don't. I mean, I get you want to see
don't
what
know
happens
about
in the
that
next
yellow
8
cake.
years.
Now wait.
Hold on. Go ahead, Rick.
Now wait. I still got two
hold on.
things. I got another thing. So
Right,
go.
but your one took too long.
The
No,
nigga
your
can-
two gonna take too long. Go ahead,
The
Rick.
nigga can still
Go
get
ahead,
whacked.
No, the time frame on the one.
Like you can still get whacked out here in these streets,
Stezo, baby.
telling all the secrets. Just for the
Yeah.
record,
You say what, Remy?
you can still get whacked out here in these streets for telling all the secrets out here. I mean, that's just. I mean, at the end of the day, like he can't spill everything.
He got Secret Service for the rest of his life.
They might be the ones that's whacking them.
Yeah, are they gonna be the good Secret Service?
Right.
Man, they really want to see us act like niggas. They waiting for that one.
But you know what?
We gonna fuck these black folks up right when they weak. We gonna snipe
the agents
Obama.
that protected him during his tenure. Those are the agents that retired with him. He don't get new agents.
I mean that. Okay, but to get that, that means nothing.
That
Right.
means a lot.
He's a people person. Like he's the type of dude that's gonna want to walk down the block.
Play basketball.
You know, he's gonna be in the hood. He's gonna want to go to Harold's and get a time for
You
you.
think his daughter doing in college right now?
Yes, yeah.
Secret Service right there with her in class.
He's gonna want to go to Harold's and get a time fiesta.
Okay.
Going with him.
Okay, now let's be fair, Agent. What's your
Secret
second?
Service Italian Fiesta.
My second one was
Take your time.
my second one was the fact that he showed my generation, the generation before, the generation after, some shit that we only thought was a myth. Like Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, all this other shit. We never thought a black man could be president.
What do you mean? You never believe Jesse Jackson was gonna do it?
Hell no.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Are you crazy? CIA ass Jesse?
Not Jesse.
Hell no.
Well, you think Bill Cosby
Never,
could have
bro.
been your next president?
No, that's
Bill
the closest thing to a black man we had, though.
Man.
Niggas joke about that shit. That shit truth, though. Bill Clinton was the closest thing to a black
No, I
man
said
we
Bill
had
Cosby.
for
I
a
just
while.
said Clinton.
Yeah, but he
Oh,
fucked
Bill
us
Cosby?
real hard.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
Bill
but he
Cosby.
fucked us. Look,
Bill
look,
Clinton fucked us real hard.
That's
though.
what. That's
Real
how.
hard.
How you think all these brothers in jail?
I get it.
Bullshit.
Suck like shit.
But, and another thing about him and that shit right there.
Let me ask you something, because you brought that up.
Yeah.
Just because I got you here. Why was he the closest thing to a black president? Because he smoked weed and played saxophone?
In
And
a
got
way,
Got
head.
head in the Oval.
in a way, yes.
See, but
That's just all that, but this is all the
do
stuff
you
we...
sound how?
Listen.
But do you see how that
Listen, as
sound?
black folks had expectations for Obama to do this, because they said he was a Hyde Park bougie nigga. Because I don't know if you... Worldwide.
sound like all
Listen,
black people like watermelon.
that's why I said it that
Hold on,
way.
hold on. Say it again.
You sound like black. Those people that say all black people like watermelon and chicken.
That's why I
Yeah.
said it. Wait, let me
Because I don't
explain.
like watermelon myself.
Let me explain.
I don't either.
I mean, I can.
Let me
I
say-
explain.
can't stand watermelon.
The things that you would have thought that a black man, as black folks, as ignorant as we try to be sometimes with our jokes and the way shit, oh, if a black man get in here, it's going to be this and that and that. All them stereotypes. Bill Clinton did that shit.
Bill Cosby.
He said
He got that shit in his head right now.
Right. But Bill Clinton did that shit from the perspective of, man, if we had a black president, a nigga, a nigga president, that's the type of shit that would have happened. Okay, boom. That's why I said it that way. Obama, on the other end, was a bougie nigga. Like, we live in Chicago, you know niggas in Hyde Park bougie as fuck. Deny that. And you would be faking yourself.
Them Kenwood kids.
Them is some bougie niggas. So as soon as you seen this bougie nigga in office, you like, man, shit might go the way it's supposed to go. He might not act like a nigga in there.
Well, see,
everything that was niggerish that he would do, you look at him like, man, he playing himself.
Well, see, I think
basketball and shit.
You got him confused a little bit. Like, Obama, you can't never call dude that nigga. What, because he drove a 300, because he smoked Newports and drunk Hennessy?
You know what I will call him,
that nigga.
You know what I will call him?
I mean, my man, he was just black, but he was educated black. He was educated, though. My man went to, like, Harvard and, like, was, like, a lawyer and, like, got degrees and shit and wrote books. Like, before he was president. Like, he was already established out here in the world.
And that book is kind of good. I read that book.
That shit means something. Like, it's some black men out here right now that you have a hard time calling a nigga.
I'm one of them.
I feel you. And that's why I said it. It's hard out here.
He looked dead at me, too, man. You know what I mean?
Because I know how he feel about that. But at the same time, you're not the only one. You know what I'm saying? Some people that'll argue your ass down if you call him a nigga and you just did some niggerish shit, but you just don't feel like you a nigga.
Well, black people, I think we gotta stop stereotyping ourselves.
Nah, it's white niggas. Now you can quote me on that. It's Mexican niggas.
No, but you just stereotype black niggas. Go ahead, Sam.
I didn't say black niggas though.
No, you stereotype black niggas.
Well, first off, if you got to use the word black and nigga together, you got it all fucked up.
No, because
it's white niggas and Mexican niggas. Why wouldn't you?
But
see, if you don't, when you say nigga,
why won't we just lose the word nigga?
That word need to die.
And let's just keep it. Let's stop stereotyping each other. Let's stop saying, yeah, we like chicken. Because I know white people. I got a white friend that'll eat meat under the table with some chicken.
You like chicken?
I love chicken.
She like churches.
No, come on, y'all. Keep going.
I hear you.
I don't even eat churches. But she will. And she's white. I know white people that eat more watermelon than I do. We have to stop. I mean, yes, white people and black people and Mexican, they all have their differences. Mm-hmm. That's due to culture. But we have to stop. Black people love to stereotype themselves, and then when other races treat us the way we talk about ourselves, then we get upset.
You want to know?
I hate that.
You want to know the truth though?
I hate that. For real, I hate that.
You want to know the truth?
How you can call yourself a nigga, then you hear white boys say nigga, you get mad.
There's a truth to it.
Because you've been a nigga 45 times in 20
There's
minutes.
There's a truth to it because we're not them, we don't know that they do it too. They got names they call each other. It's not as popular as nigga.
Some white people call each other niggas.
Exactly. They call them poet trash, or they call them all type. They got shit that they call each other.
Yeah, but you're losing focus here.
I'm not. But what I'm saying, I'm just saying is be fair.
Obama.
That's what I'm saying. But be fair that when a nigga call another nigga, it be term of endearing.
Okay, back to farewell Obama.
Wait, so you will not, because of how this man Obama has shown you himself, you have a hard time calling him a nigga. As a black man.
I mean,
my point.
Even with that thought of man, like I never even looked at Obama as a nigga. 'Cause, like I ain't never seen him do no niggerish shit outside to eat. Goddamn it, chicken.
What the
smoke
fuck is niggerish shit?
Nah, there's some niggerish shit. But let's stay with Obama.
Cause we can go down a whole list of stuff.
Right.
Of
We
old
can go down
chivalry.
I'm about to get some
That
chivalry
could be a whole
going
new
down
show
here.
right there.
Right. I'm
That's
just saying.
a whole different show.
If you heard
What's niggerish shit?
two men shot each other over the Kool-Aid, come on now.
That's niggerish.
That could be some of them.
What are you gonna think?
Why can't that be ignorant?
I'm not saying they can or can't, but what are you gonna think?
Hey,
That's some ignorant
So you gonna think two Asians are the two culprits?
Same
Exactly.
Same thing. That's why I say it's white niggas and Mexican niggas. It's just ignorant. It's just another way of saying ignorant.
Okay, why do I gotta be the one bringing Obama up? Y'all know how I feel about the man. I'm like iffy with the man. I'm giving y'all the chance to say some nice stuff about
Is your
Obama.
soul
Right?
over there burning every time you say his name. Say his name.
Obama.
Say it with your chest.
I said the two
Put
nice
some
things.
feel
You
in
know
it.
what you did? You plucked that shit apart.
Man, you said two things.
I said two things.
Barack Obama, to me, he showed us a way to counteract capitalism, and we didn't pay attention.
No, we didn't.
We just didn't pay attention.
Ways like what, Sam?
Like he said, there are certain things that he referenced. Like he said, when they said we're gonna bail, when he started talking about bailout, when they start, even you understand that, okay, with the Obamacare, even though you can say it started way back and he signed off on it, you know, there's still people walking around here that won't get insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in our generation, in their 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Why?
They feel like they can pay the fine.
I don't get that.
That's just stupid.
They entitled people, man. Them old folks
My
like
real
that.
question is, why are you being fined if you never went to the doctor?
Why you being fined?
Because you can pay a
Same
fine
way.
if you don't have insurance.
Same way niggas get locked up for not having car insurance. That's what could happen, not what happened.
But why should you have to pay a fine if you never went to the doctor?
You're not covering
Going
yourself.
to the doctor though.
You never got sick. I mean, some people need to do it, of course, to do checkups.
Everybody
needs to do a checkup, true enough.
Especially eating this
But I know a
popcorn.
lot of old people out here who do not go to doctors, man. My old man, he is 75 years old, and that man will not walk into a doctor's office for shit. I don't give a fuck how old, how much pain he be in. He will not go. He's just stuck in his ways. He won't go. But he's going to get up to a $600 fine because he refuses to go to the doctor. He refuses to go to the doctor, so therefore a doctor never had to charge him for nothing. But when he filed his taxes, he going to get fined.
But if he just, somebody should just sign him up. I mean, because it don't.
I understand it, but I'm saying though, but why should you have to sign up if you don't go? That's just like, why do you buy car insurance if you don't own a car?
Well, I get that point.
You don't own a car, you don't drive, you don't have a license, but hey, rule is, you better get car insurance or we're going to fine you.
Well, you can get out the fine.
You can.
Yeah, by getting car insurance.
No, you can get out of the
get
fine.
out the fine.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Since when? Because the only thing
Hey,
we
if I
ever
get-
hear is...
if I get an
point
insurance
blank
ticket
period.
right now, as
If
long
you
as I
don't
got a
have
Hold on.
insurance, you're going to get
Hold on. We
fined
gotta do one
up
at a
to...
time.
The only thing I ever hear is the fact that if you don't have any type of medical insurance, and when you file your taxes, you're going to get fined up to a certain amount.
Right,
I didn't
but-
hear nothing about no clause to get you out.
But that's what I'm
except
saying.
death.
If we don't hear it, we don't do our research to see how we get out of that.
Well, how do you get out of it since you researched
I
it?
don't know. I ain't telling nobody nothing.
Why not?
Cause I've said this.
That's the problem with that's
I
nigga
know.
shit. You hold knowledge to yourself.
I've said it from
that's
day one.
nigga shit.
Y'all gotta educate
Nigga
yourselves.
shit. You
Y'all
do not
gotta
want to
educate
pass along the knowledge.
Educate
Actually,
yourself.
that's not nigga shit. Though.
Right.
Like he told you that there's a way for you to get out of
Yeah,
it. So like
there's
the seed has been planted.
in a direction.
But no, he did. The seed has been planted. So Google, how do you get out
Right.
of?
We
paying
Google
that
every
insurance?
damn thing else.
You're right. I am gonna Google it because I
We
would
Google
like to
every
know
damn
how I
thing
can
else.
save my old man from that fine.
Yes.
When is the
I am
Mary
gonna
Jane?
Google it to find that out.
First
but
off,
I'm just saying though, honestly,
get your old
as
man-
yourself being a person in position and you have this knowledge. I'm in business, a small business too, man, and I always hear it all the time how everybody's so scared to share the information because they so worried about the next man coming up.
Okay,
Or
I'll tell
worried
you-
about
I'll
the
tell you-
next
I'll tell you
this,
one-
worried about the next that.
one
It's
great
like,
way.
Why wouldn't you share the knowledge?
One great way. Have your father go to a CPA to get his taxes done.
Uh-huh.
That's
I know one too.
just go to a CPA. It's the same price as Jackson Hewitt, H&R Block,
And they know how to get
and
out.
they know all the avenues. They'll walk them through it.
Yeah, they know all the
Your old
avenues, but
man
at the
gets
same
Social Security?
time out. Yep, he sure do, but
He
time
ain't
out.
gotta pay taxes.
Right.
Time out.
Right there.
He ain't got no fine.
Yeah, because he's old now. But what about you who never went to the doctor and
It's different. It's
you're under
different for me.
40? You're under 40 and
I
you
ain't
never
earned
been
the
to
right
the
yet.
doctor.
I ain't earned the right yet.
Earn the right to what?
Age wise.
Not to pay for something that you're not using?
Well, I got insurance though. You know why? Because as the head of the body, I got to make sure my kids got insurance.
That's because you're making sure your kids. I'm talking about you as an individual. Of course, I'm gonna get some insurance for my family. I have to. I got family. But I'm saying you are being forced to do so,
By the government.
whether you have a family or not.
So basically
and if
the-
you don't, you're gonna pay.
Basically, what you're saying is right now that the single people without kids is the ones getting fucked. I think I'm doing myself a favor by
Pretty
having
much.
insurance.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
pretty
saying?
much. Honestly, if you're single, you don't have no dependents to worry about, and you don't go to the doctor. I mean, there's a lot of people out here who don't go, and they're just fine. I know another man at the flea market, man. He 90 some odd fucking years old. That man tell you quick, fast, and hurry, man. I drink water and I eat healthy. I haven't seen a doctor since I was a teenager.
Yeah, but he not getting fined.
It don't matter if he's not getting fined. The fact is, he's someone who don't go to the doctor.
But we talking
And
about
he's in his 90s, and still, even though he didn't go to his doctor in his 40s, he didn't go to the doctor in his 50s, he's still here.
Yeah, but
I
that
think
law
it's-
wasn't established.
Right.
back
I
then.
think
No,
it's
the law wasn't established. My point
I
is,
think
though,
it just
there
worked
are
for him.
people who don't
but-
go to
yeah, but-
doctors.
okay, but we get
so
that
why
part
are
that
you
they don't go
paying
to the
for
doctor,
something
but-
that you're not using?
But at the end of the day, like, you can't really hurt
You're
yourself.
forced. You're forced to pay for something that you're not using.
Having insurance is a win-win in that situation then. So I got to win with the fact that if something ever happened to me, goddammit, I can go to the doctor and get took care of.
Yeah,
And not
that's
pay a lot for
beautiful
this
thing.
muffler.
That's
And on
a
the other
beautiful
end of
thing.
it, I don't got to get taxed this bullshit ass tax. because I got insurance. I'm doing myself a favor. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
And that's all. I think that's all the whole. I ain't gonna say Obama. I think he might have agreed with that when he signed off on it. But I think that was the whole process right there. I think you can making money on both ends. If I ain't making money from the medical people, that money I'm not making for the medical people, you paying me directly in your
first
out
off,
your pocket.
as of like Canada, they have what, free health care for everybody.
There's some rules to that shit too, though.
And the numbers in the United States, there were more people without health care with the people that had it. So they tried to make a system where, goddamn, we want everybody to get it because we tired of you people down with diabetes and everything else that goes along with that. So yeah, we put a system in play where we want you to get better. Now, if you choose not to participate in our system of goddamn it life, you pay a fine. Goddamn hell, play the game or get out of it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
So
the medical field ain't getting paid. A lot of that shit is debt. A lot of motherfuckers go get
medical profession.
Yeah, in the profession itself, just profession, whatever it is, even billing. If billing don't get paid, nobody getting paid.
yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Government pays it.
So here it is. You're making it easier for the people who need to be here, the doctors, the nurses, all the people in healthcare. You're making it easier for them to keep their job. Now, they can fight on their end for how much they want, what they worth, blah, blah. But without us paying those little insurance fees and them taxes, then them insurance companies can't pay the medical people. And goddamn it, you get a cold and die around this motherfucker.
Okay, so we got that Obamacare is not, a good or a like
the
thing.
best, but it's not the worst.
It's good for people who don't go all the time until they need
in the
to.
right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be tweaked. But it was universal health care was fucking needed. Because there was too many people with pre-existing conditions that couldn't get fucking insurance.
Or had to pay.
You know what I mean? So it was needed.
Yeah, you got cancer, but you can't get no chemo pills and
You
shit
can't
like
get no
that because you
chemo,
got
nothing.
cancer now.
Yeah.
Like that shit was crazy. Like them the people that need the health care the most. That fixed that. I seen it.
It did.
Few people in my life with cancer.
That's-
Watch it on both ends. That's a salute. I don't give a damn who started the whole package. Just off that alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
point.
there's other shit that, like, kids. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids wasn't getting health care because their parents didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Cancer or not, kids need shots and all this type of shit to become. Well, we ain't gonna get into the shot thing, but I'm just saying.
They wasn't getting because their parents didn't work and they got public aid all day, every day.
So public aid, you can
Let's
work
say
a
that's
job.
all the kids.
You can work a job that keeps you right outside the limitations of public aid,
Yeah.
and it'd be a half-ass job. But you're making too much money to get public
They'll still
assistance.
cover the medical. They'll
But
still cover your kids.
There's a lot of companies that, because of the price of insurance, was only offering motherfuckers HMOs, where you go there and they pay for a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? The people with PPOs ended up with these bills to the point where they thinking like, yo, people, I can't afford to go to the doctor.
So I'm
And
not
that's how they
going.
dying from pre-existing situations. You know what I'm saying? Because they thinking in their head about the money. Yeah, I can go. They gonna subscribe some shit to me that, you know what I'm saying, gonna fix my problem, but I'm gonna be paying for this shit like college. You know what I'm saying? So it kept a lot of people from going. Now, you pass out and you show up at the hospital, you ain't gotta tell them, man, I can't afford for y'all to treat me. Or you ain't gotta wake up to the bill being fucking ridiculous. It's gonna be ridiculous, but somebody helping you out with it. And that's saving you $600 at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But they about to remove a lot of that shit, man. They working on that shit now. The man ain't even in the
Well, they
office.
just passed it. They went in. They had that 1:30 in the morning meeting.
That meeting, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. They
Rip
want to
that shit
take it
apart.
away so fast.
I mean, because
Because
it's not allowed. Like, look at dude they just got through fucking with about this EpiPen. I forget what dude's name is, but he the creator of the EpiPen, owned the rights to it and all this shit.
Yeah, man.
The man said, you know what?
Made them lower the price.
The man shot the price. You know how much an EpiPen costs? $10,000. One EpiPen.
Yeah.
But $10,000 to save your life as an asthmatic or someone with allergic, you know what I'm saying,
Reaction.
situations.
Well, they dropped it to 700.
Yeah,
Now they got a
They had to
generic.
put it back down, right?
No, now they got a generic that's like 110.
Right.
110? I thought it was like three
but
something.
No, the generic now is just 110.
But he raised that one
said
time. He
2-3
raised it
days ago.
$10,000 though. Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah, that just 2-3 days ago.
But-
It just happened
With the generic.
with the generic.
Yeah, well, I
You
heard
know-
they were supposed to do generic and they're supposed to like half the cost.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A lot of the medical shit when it come down to it is outside companies though. It's not your actual healthcare. It's the people that got the pill or the shot or
it's the
the
pharmaceutical.
You know what?
pharmaceutical. That's where all that
That's
money
the
be going,
fucking
man. And
biggest-
that Obamacare and the coverage of that kind of insurance, cause that shit still ain't cheap.
No.
No, it's not.
It ain't cheap and it don't work. When you got something really fucking wrong with you, that shit ain't.
Well, see, now
Obamacare?
Don't get Obamacare confused with you having regular Blue Cross Blue Shield. I mean, like, there's only gonna be a limited supply of places you can go with that.
Yeah, that's in network shit.
Yeah, you have to be in a certain network, and it might not be your doctor of choice.
Yeah, but you
can be seen by a doctor.
With Obamacare, the doctor that you're going to get paid hourly.
I mean, but that's neither here nor there.
He's not the specialist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, but you got to get sent to a specialist.
Right. It's kind of like a PPO situation.
I mean,
you know what I mean? You go see a doctor that recommends you to go see this doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But Obamacare is just a step in the right direction. I think they should tweak it. They shouldn't fuck with. They shouldn't try to. But it's about taking it away from society because it's attached to a black man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's why they did
this. Public white people are going to go see these doctors under the name of Obamacare.
That's why they named it Obamacare, to make it a poison.
To eradicate this man's name, man.
Yeah, basically.
Everything that has to do with this man, make it toxic. You know what I mean? This is no good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sure do make everything
we gotta get back to
like
making America
black
great.
is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to know. When was America
ever
great for everybody?
No. When was it ever great? Yeah, for everybody.
No, it wasn't great for us.
Right, you're right.
When was it great for
everybody?
everybody?
It's always been great for everybody else.
It's been bad, but it's just been greater for them.
It's been greater for the white people.
Greater,
it was good for the Indians for a small point.
It was never good for them.
It was great for them before Columbus came.
I won't it was good for them.
Before Columbus came, America was great.
Man, this country is made up of immigrants.
It was good for them.
It ain't never been just white folks.
Yeah.
But it ain't never been just white folks, though. That's why I say them and not us.
You say it ain't never
like
been
out of all this mixing pot shit, the dog shit get it the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's crazy.
Oh, I know one thing. They should just really like lower the price of medical practice any damn way. 'Cause it's all practice.
That's like saying we're gonna start paying the NFL hourly. You ain't gonna get a performance out their ass. Like, real talk. They gonna be sitting on the bench like, you go in. I ain't getting paid enough for this shit.
Nah, bro, they do need to lower some of that shit. Think about it, man. Your emergency room bill. You sat in the emergency room for 8 hours.
I just had a baby.
And didn't get nothing. That was
I didn't
your
have
baby.
it. No.
That was your baby.
No, wait.
I'm talking about, though.
Wait.
You know, like, do you really feel that this is justifiable that I broke my finger and I had to sit in the emergency room for 8 fucking hours, excuse my French, 8 hours, didn't see nobody but triage. And then when they finally see me, yes, they fixed my finger. But when I get home,
you got a hell of a bill.
Giant bill for my 8 hours of time. You don't think that need to be lowered? I mean, at least lower that.
Well, see, now look at it like this.
Especially considering what your situation is.
These people are getting paid for a skill that they got.
Yeah, we need it forever. But you didn't have to cut me open.
Yeah, but it's a skill.
All right, now back to Obama leaving office.
We was talking about Obamacare.
Yeah, but that's enough of the medical shit. I'm getting queasy right now.
Oh, you need an ambulance.
I need an EpiPen. I need an EpiPen. I need an
insurance card. That ambulance ride costs you almost $500 a boy.
I need an EpiPen. I need a generic EpiPen.
They waiting on somebody to pass out.
All right, so give me some more good feelings you're gonna have for Obama. Anybody got? I'm just asking. Anybody got some more good feelings?
Forever.
I mean, he leaving.
Forever in a time.
He's leaving, yo.
In a time of social media.
Who leaving?
He left some great.
Obama.
He left some great footage of us as black folks. Like the way he talked about his wife, the upbringing of his kids. I mean, picturesque is the word that comes to mind.
His wife.
I wouldn't even say that. He picked a hell of a vice president too, because that man is the same. They have the same family values system.
You talking about gangsta Biden?
Man, that man loves his family.
He ghetto as hell though.
Who, Biden?
Hell yeah, he hood as hell.
He be OG Biden.
Hey man, some of the memes they be having with that nigga, that be hilarious, yo.
That's my
OG.
They can
Biden.
meme his ass for decades. It's gonna be funny forever.
Did y'all see him get the highest accolades from Obama and he started crying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's real. That man has been in politics his entire life.
He ain't had to do shit. This whole 8 years, Joe Biden ain't had to do a damn thing.
No, Joe Biden has done a lot.
I'm just saying he didn't have to. He had to find work.
What do you mean? He do that Obama. I don't want to do shit.
He had to go.
I need to go to this other country and go, motherfucker.
He went and did Hillary's job. Because Hillary sucked at the shit. That's exactly what he did. He was a fucking...
She wanted to be president.
He was Secretary of State stand-in. That's what he was.
Yeah.
He never had one time had to step in. Hope he had to step in and do something for Obama. Obama had his shit on lock.
Obama?
I believe his personal, like, his agenda as president was his focus. You know what I'm saying? He might end up on Jimmy Fallon. You know what I'm saying? And be a social...
See, that's my problem I had with him.
He a new president.
I don't give a
but he's
fuck.
a newer president. He's in an era. He in an era where he got to get to people who operate the way they operate.
No. Stay your ass in the office. Do your job.
Well, see, no. See, like,
he was doing his job.
See, you're not letting social. Damn, I can't say it. Social media do what it do. I mean, he's black, and as far as like he was out here, he was putting himself in certain situations where like it was gonna go viral.
He was doing too much, man.
He was adjusting to the times, man. That's what a president. He's the blueprint for a president from here on out.
Obama was a diva. Just say he was a diva.
Hey, what president ain't? You the president.
Wow.
No, he was a diva.
Wait a minute. Bill Clinton getting his dick sucked in the Oval Office didn't make him a diva?
No, Bill.
Everybody
If he didn't get caught, we wouldn't have known about it. I seen Obama on Ellen two-stepping.
That's what Obama was a cornball. That's why he was so successful.
That makes no sense.
Man,
he's one of the coolest cats I've seen.
I'm not saying like
I
that.
say cool, he can't even
demeanor
sing.
wise. He cool in the demeanor.
Hell no.
Sing something.
No, not right now. My voice ain't ready.
Obama seems like the type of motherfucker that had to try everything and realize it's not for him. Like he was a confident dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I tell you what. After becoming the first black president, I really don't need to do shit else.
Basically,
I mean, at that point, my resume says first black president.
But he did other things.
No. But
that
I'm saying, if you talking about as far as being cool, like first black president. Like, what else can my resume say that makes me more cool? And you know,
that nigga walked like George Jefferson and played basketball. What more?
And he wasn't even good at basketball.
He played though.
But I think
his wife was probably way better with her shoulders.
I think that the presidency as a whole, I think it's really becoming a business. It's a business, and they're marketing it. It just happened to start with Obama.
Yeah.
And it's not the same as when, I don't know, Reagan was. It was about business and running the country. No, this is about being, because come on, look at our current, our president-elect now. So it's not, we can't
ain't that crazy?
Look at former presidents and how the country was run.
So many people.
We can't compare the two because it's going in a totally different direction.
I think Trump is going to make us love Obama more. Don't get me wrong. I think his dumb ass going to make us love
He gonna be
Obama.
the America version of Harold Washington. Everybody, things was great back when Daley was running. Harold Washington was the man.
Harold Washington was the man.
But
he was the
I'm not
shit.
saying. Listen to me.
So you saying Obama?
What I'm saying is Obama's gonna have that same stereotype.
I thought you were saying Trump is man we was gonna fight.
No, he's saying Obama's gay.
Like what? 2 days apart. Now
Hey,
he's
look,
gonna fight with you,
check
man.
it out. It's my thing.
He just called Obama homosexual. Y'all ain't do nothing about it.
I heard it.
Who hit him with the
Who
40
said
seconds?
Yeah, you say you're gonna be Harold Washington, right? I'm just
so
saying.
petty. Damn, you petty.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I meant.
I don't know if he was gay.
He
He
was
just
gay.
liked to wear panties.
Oh my god.
Harold Washington.
Harold
He was
Washington.
gay.
I was gonna say
Oh,
something.
good lord.
Hey, don't you know
I
that
think
when you a
that-
petty hater, you know all the info? And
Yeah.
that's a petty hater right
Harold
there.
Washington was
I'm not
gay.
a petty hater.
That nigga's a petty hater
Cut the
right
mics
there.
off. Don't you say nothing bad.
He gonna tell you all the dirt you don't want to know.
What you say about Harold, man? Stop
He
that.
had a lot of good qualities.
No.
He gonna tell you all the dirt you don't want to know, bro.
Stop that.
Harold
Stop.
Washington.
Stop.
Black people.
No, he did not.
Black people. Guess what?
He
Guess
probably
what?
wore them
What
sexy
he do?
dick
What
school drawers like men wear. You know,
He wore those
From the
flowered
Boon-
panties
Hell no.
that
From the
Cut the
Boondocks.
mic
Mama used
off.
to
From the
put on when I
Cut
was
a
a little
mic
girl.
off.
Jesus was black.
Cut a mic.
Harold was gay.
No, man.
I need y'all to hear this. And Dr. King fuck white women. I need y'all to embrace this.
2 out of 3.
3 out of
Harold,
3.
Hell no.
That's 100% right there.
He said Harold.
Harold was gay.
Hell no.
Jesus was black.
He was like
And
Hoover,
Dr. King
Hoover.
fuck white
I don't know
women.
if he was like Hoover.
J.
though. Hoover
Edgar,
liked
he
to
was a
cross dress.
sissy motherfucker.
J. Edgar
Yeah.
Hoover, he
was
liked to
like-
cross dress.
He
And
He
so
young.
it-
He
and
was
so
like
it-
Marv Dyson.
Wow.
Who is that?
See, look at you. See?
But see, I think Obama's
Hell
presidency is kind of like George Washington's. I mean, even though we weren't there.
George
The
Washington.
first president. When we
good
talk
point.
about George
Good
Washington,
point.
what do we
Good
talk
point.
about him as a president? What's the main thing?
The
that-
Emancipation Proclamation.
He,
the first president.
He chopped down.
and he had his slaves' teeth in his mouth.
That's not the main thing. That's not the main thing they talk about. But
he cut down the apple tree.
He didn't cut down the apple tree. He was just the first white president.
That just means
he was the first president.
white man.
First president was
He
black.
was the first president. That's the main thing they talk
First president
about.
of this country was
But
black.
that's what I meant by
That's what they say.
the blueprint, like rewriting the blueprint.
Under the laws and everything, George Washington was the first.
The first
president.
constitutional
So
president
now
was George
Obama's the first black president.
Washington. Right. So he could do no wrong.
It's a
So
reset.
but my thing is,
do
what
over.
else so great did George Washington do that we talk about, or that's taught to us, or that you have read about, or that you're even interested in?
He was
Take your
he was
time.
a president. He went across to Delaware. He was on the boat.
So because he got on the
was
boat,
there and he was fighting. I mean, he fought for.
Obama ancestors rode on
He
the
fought
boat
to
too.
kill Indians.
Some of your
right, to kill
ancestors
black
rode on the boat.
people. He fought to kill black people.
My ancestors everywhere.
So
Right, he
Kennedy,
fought to
I
kill
said
black
they weren't.
people.
I said that's why I said some.
That's what I'm saying.
so was
I said
Kennedy.
some.
You see what they did to him?
I'm everything. But
That's what I'm saying. So
I mean,
Kennedy
most
was in
black
there.
Washington
people
fought to
survived
kill
everything.
black people, and you cool with that. You should not be cool with that.
But overall, we
Hold
know
up.
George Washington. His
Okay.
biggest achievement was he fought in a war,
black people killing black people.
and
Not back then.
he became the president. So Obama, he fought against racism. He fought, the odds was down against him, I should say, and he became the first black president.
With $1 billion, he became the first black president, and he sold a lot of T-shirts.
Billion of your money.
He sold a lot of
It was
T-shirts.
rock the vote. Goddamn it. Obama this
But
and
a lot of
Obama
them
that.
T-shirts didn't go to him.
Hey, if
So
you go,
you know what? Yeah, I did fuck with Obama.
See, that's what
I
I'm
made
saying.
money off T-shirts too.
Obama did a lot of good
That
things.
was the stimulus package from Obama.
And
Y'all can
I
put
really
out here
feel Obama will go down as
T-shirts.
one of the greats, but it's probably be about 12 years from now before he gets that great title
gotta
as a
see the
president.
failure.
Yeah.
Obama had this shit rolling and you done fucked it up. You gotta see that
Yeah.
first.
Well, like
That
I
gives you
said
time to
earlier,
fuck up.
man, his legacy will really be determined by what he do after.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Trump is going to make him look that much better.
Well, that's because Trump's a
Yeah,
real dick.
but he's still gonna have to show his legacy after.
I don't think he has to show anything at this point. Like,
Yeah, he does.
Legacy.
I don't really know.
Legacy? I mean, truly, he earned the title because he's the first black president. But what have you done as the first black president that honestly earned you a legacy?
Raised two
Muhammad
girls in the
Ali-
public. Raised two girls
Muhammad
in the public.
Ali
Guy.
is a legacy.
He's a
And see, that's
He
why y'all get in
whooped.
trouble because y'all keep giving him the first black like if you keep calling him the first black president so hard, the next step is what did he do for black people?
No, who cares what he did for black
No,
people?
but I'm
what did
saying
he do as a black president?
At the end of the
But
day,
I mean,
like,
but it
like,
kind
I
of
don't
goes hand in
give a-
hand.
Yeah, but you said like you used the word of his legacy at
I'm
this
just saying,
point,
no,
and when he
you know
leaves
the
the
word
office
legacy mean.
when you leave the office on the
Legacy.
20th, he do not have to do anything else. As far as I'm not saying dude go home and start playing spades in the alley and drinking beer with the homies. But if my man put a resume together and it starts off that I was the president of the United States, oh goddamn it, you hired. Like dude got a law degree. Dude can go work at any law firm.
Yeah,
whatever.
but hire for what?
Yeah,
He ain't applying for no job.
I mean,
But bro,
no, but
yeah.
I'm,
But bro,
I'm saying,
He about to teach. That's his plan.
but I mean, again,
He got to apply.
yes, he does.
but think about
Yeah,
it.
but
though.
stop.
Because
Y'all
Because
better
just like
stop.
why you the president, there's certain rules that you abide by. When you're a
But
former
applying
president,
is
rules too.
it's a
But
formality.
think about
Come
it.
on,
But
man.
Think about it
I
for
mean,
real.
but as
But
a
again,
respected,
think of
as
the
a
word
respectable
legacy,
man, though, wouldn't you want to be interviewed?
but you just said since you
And
just
just be-
said.
and
It
get
ain't
it
about
off of-
respect. I'm just saying, come on, y'all be
Like
real
this.
right
But you
now.
just- but you
He's
just
a
said
president.
he doesn't
If
have
wants
to
a
apply.
job, if he
He's
wants a
gonna
job,
get it.
he's gonna get a job.
He could be whatever
because
the
of
fuck he
because
wanna
of
be.
what though?
It's not
Because
like
he was
sitting
a
at home
president,
like,
not the
Because he
first
was
black
a
president.
president.
Right.
So with that thought in
What
mind,
is he gonna
so
do as a
so with that thought in
president?
mind,
They call
him
his
a
legacy
legacy.
is already go precede itself.
Oh man.
No, but y'all keep saying his legacy is his first black. I'm just saying he's the president, so he already plugged.
What if he
Right.
ends up being? What if he ends up being like the professor? You know what I'm saying? 8 years down the line, he's still teaching his class, and his class does some drastic ass shit how it changes the world. And his legacy don't be the fact that he was the president, but being the president is a part of his legacy. Like
Yeah.
we limited him
That's
just
what
being
we're
the
waiting
president.
on. That's what we're waiting on.
Right
That's
now, that's
the
all we
part
got.
that-
That's all we got.
What you
Because no
feel
matter what the
realize
fuck
is-
Donald Trump does as a president, you know what I'm saying? We've already figured out in 4 years his ass gone. If we can get him out in 3, he gone. Just because the last actor that we had in fucking office.
You think Trump gone in 4 years?
Hey, dude gonna be out of that because they wanted Pence to be the president.
Hold on, excuse me, everyone here at the table, excuse me. Technically, Trump just laid his legacy as being the first open racist to become president.
Hell yeah, the first.
So legacy, what everyone needs to understand is, it means that you did something the first time. He became a president, black president. That's the automatic as a legacy. But what did he do as a president is what determines the legacy.
Obamacare.
And that's why I say after
He need more than that.
his
I'm just saying.
presidency will determine his legacy.
That's how
I mean, automatically you're gonna be.
I mean, I get what you're saying,
first black.
but like you're looking for the ending to the book because of the middle part of the story.
No, I'm not. What I'm doing honestly is this: Obama will get a pass. Obama will get a pass because he's black. Like,
legacy.
if anybody say he couldn't do this, it's because he was black. He did do this is because he was black. Like, he gets a pass because he's black. So you can't get a pass for being black. You can't be accredited and applauded because you're black. So your legacy has to be after you're the black president.
Right.
What are you doing?
After that, yeah.
Because he gonna get a pass regardless.
He's gonna be privy to a lot of information. He has been privy to a lot of information.
No matter what happens,
it's automatic with the president title.
What do you do with that information after you the president?
Because you got the best paid in the game. If anything happened, they say they wouldn't let him do it because he was black, and then we say he was the first black president. It's like you.
Man, I already see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna quote it first. What they gonna do is they gonna blame him for treason. They gonna say that he told some kind of secret, a United States secret, after he the president before, and that's gonna be the way that they tarnish his legacy.
I don't think so.
No.
What?
I don't think so.
Nah, they gonna leave us. He's gonna be okay. It's just for the people. Government wise, he gonna be okay. He gone. He out of there. Government wise, they ain't giving a fuck no more unless he really sticks his nose in their business. Government wise, he out of there. Unless he puts his nose in their business.
He got
other than that,
be active.
Other than that, man,
he's gonna be active. He's a new president, and I think new president and new former president are gonna be his legacy. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's been former presidents that you don't hear from no more.
Shit that he's gonna do after.
This is what I'm saying.
That's what's gonna make him a legacy.
He's gonna recreate the former president situation.
That's what's gonna make him a legacy.
Well, they gonna stop telling these niggas everything, like, cause he gonna say something.
Ain't gonna be no more black president.
I hope he says
about
something.
People,
he better
period.
say something.
Any white, the woman, the Mexican, whoever the next big thing is as president of the United States, they not gonna give them as much information as they gave this man. It depends on what he do afterwards.
Yeah, they are. No, they are. They are.
If Colin Powell run, he become president.
You crazy as hell.
They love.
We don't trust.
They loved him then.
Yeah,
Colin was
tarnished.
Man.
He's tarnished.
Yeah.
He's tarnished. As a black man, he's tarnished. Because he did some shit that was stereotypical of white military men. He was not.
No, he was.
He was.
He was.
He's tarnished now.
If he'd ran before Barack, because he's been out of the limelight. Like, go to a 27-year-old and say, who is Colin Powell? They're going to say, who?
Yeah, on his way out was some, he had some, what was it, negative.
That's a voter.
That's a voter, but the 27-year-old falls in suit of what votes in front of him.
No, but what I'm saying is they don't know him.
Vote the way their parents voted.
But I'm saying, they don't know.
When I first started voting, I wasn't educated on voting.
Never had no beer before.
But I voted on what was in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not good.
It's not good.
No, but that's what happens.
But it's still
not now.
Shit, it still happens.
No.
It still happens. How do you think Trump got in? That was a majority vote just on bullshit.
Nah, Trump didn't get in because of that.
Yes, sir.
Nah,
yes,
Trump didn't get in because of that. No.
I mean, for one thing, we got to
Trump
realize
got in because we got a black president, and they didn't want no woman. Bottom line.
Trump got in because he ain't having
America has
understand.
Right, they want no women.
That motherfucker
got
for
in
Trump
because they didn't want a woman. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people did not want, not a woman. They didn't want Hillary.
Yeah, a woman, and they didn't want Hillary.
It should have been Bernie, point blank, period.
Why? Why do y'all keep saying this nigga is 98 years old?
So is Donald.
He's the crib keeper.
Donald Trump got in because he's a fucking idiot.
You know what? Let me ask y'all one question. Let me ask y'all one question. Seriously.
Russia was like, here, we're going to put this idiot in.
Seriously, before this happened, who the fuck knew Bernie? Tell me the truth. They had to show y'all pictures to say, look, he was with Martin. He had no credit for being. Everybody who marched with Martin got money off that shit.
The intelligent
But he
people
didn't
said
take
that
money.
about Bernie.
But what I'm saying is, we didn't know Bernie.
Bernie was the only one debating by the rules, though. He was the only one that was debating for and being a candidate
And then
the way a candidate's supposed to be. He wasn't doing all that mudslinging and talking back and forth to each other and not coming up with no points.
But y'all missing one good point. He's a Jew.
Man, they've been running this country and the closed doors all this time.
But they have never been leaders of this fucking corporation.
The Rockefeller family, what are they?
Shit, you know, that's been like trying to figure that out, what they genealogy is. No, they not Jewish. They not Jewish.
I mean, well, that's who runs this country.
I'm just saying, they not finna put a Jew in office like that, y'all. They barely put a black man over there because they had to make sure he was the right one.
They tested that shit with Ron.
Yeah, they not putting a Jew in office
in Chicago just to see how it would go.
Right, and he what, Iranian or some shit?
He's Jewish.
I don't think he's Jewish.
He's Jewish.
Nah, he's from a Jewish country, but I don't think he's Jewish.
By religion, he's Jewish.
He's Jewish.
Y'all sure?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
That's what's his name?
I just fact checked that for you right there.
What's his name? Ari Gold from the show Entourage.
But he still ain't president.
That's his half brother.
That's what I'm saying. But he still ain't gonna be president.
Who? Ron?
Ron ain't gonna be president.
I think if Ron came in about 8 years and ran, he'd be a contender.
He would have a heart attack.
No, sir.
Hell no.
Think so?
They hate him.
Because he's not dating.
Ron Manuel ain't
because
shit.
Honestly, I think that man Ron
ain't shit.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I think he didn't have the hardest job of any man in Chicago. He cleaned up a lot of shit. He had a lot of shit that I listen.
He ain't did shit.
I'm gonna tell you what he's doing though. He's trying to build a foundation for Chicago, and Chicago needs money.
The fuck on.
Chicago need money, man.
He's spending the money.
No, he's spending it. It's an investment. It's just like rehabbing a crib to him. That's how he's looking at it. He's looking at it from a standpoint of somebody who's trying to rebuild some shit that's old and down.
CPS was crying for that TIF money, and he told them wasn't no money in the budget. The TIF money. The TIF money being extra taxpayers' dollars. You telling me that Ron was okay with saying no? There ain't no money there, but give the money to build some buildings on Lakeshore Drive.
When you're in a hard spot like he in, a deficit for this city in particular, in a state that's already fucking motherfuckers over, is ridiculous.
Ancient.
Deficit don't mean shit but a number.
Ancient. Rahm is Chicago's mayor. He's a multi-millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire. He you know what I'm saying? He's one of he had his own law firm. He was one of the, you know what I'm saying? So why the fuck did he come take this minimum wage ass job?
Hold on.
He's not here for right. And what's the power in being Chicago's mayor?
But he changed a lot of things.
No. What's the power in being Chicago's mayor?
Control the money.
Exactly. That's why he's here. He's not here to be president or nothing else.
I didn't say he was to be. I said he could.
Hey, you know what you know what he do with the money? The taxpayers' money? He put it into 2 buildings on Lakeshore Drive, which now you're going to have to pay $2,500 for a studio a month. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, so CPS, ain't no money for y'all in the TIF money. Ain't no money for y'all in the TIF. Ain't no money for y'all in the TIF. Mm-hmm. But he put them buildings up. It's going to cost you $2,500 a month. And then at the same time, ain't no money in the TIF, but he put $5 million into a park.
They're not going to cost you $2,500 a month forever.
And that's
right Obama's $5 million into a park.
Right now, why it's trending.
A park.
But that's Obama's man.
The parks got control of their money, man.
A park.
In Chicago, the parks and recreation.
I think you guys are looking at it different. Like, my man runs the city like it's a business.
He does.
Certain shit got to go. Certain shit got to stay. We're going to do shit that improve.
How you going to say you trying to do something for the kids then? How you going to say you standing up for the kids? How you going to say you want these kids not to turn to gang banging and drug dealing and bullshit, but at the same time tell the teachers who's supposed to teach these kids how not to be a part of the gang banging, drug dealing and bullshit? Ain't no money for y'all. You gonna take this minimum wage, get in there, teach this kid to be something great.
Yeah, but see, here's
and at the same time, I'm gonna spend $5 million on the park.
Here's the same thought with that. Here's the same thought with that though. Like, if you don't like what's going on with the system, get out of it. Go teach somewhere else. Like, you don't have to stay in that job that doesn't pay you enough money. Go out here to one of these suburbs. Go do better for yourself.
But why y'all not looking at the fact that
they stick for the kids?
But let's get
that. But like, if you make more money,
let's get off the
cost of wages
we
is
talk
going
about
up
Obama.
every day.
I'm sorry, teachers, we love you right now, but this ain't your platform. Why y'all not looking at the real thing? He got
Obama
the job
put Emmanuel
because of
in
Obama,
place.
right? Obama put
When
him
you get
there.
through talking, Obama put him in that motherfucking
Right,
spot.
for a reason.
And he's a bullshit ass motherfucker.
I'm
for
not,
that.
actually, I kind of
wouldn't
disagree
listen
with
to
that, though. I
got to
think
say.
he got in on
Fuck
He
you.
totally backed
He
him.
backed
He
Rahm
came here
Emanuel
to vote for
all
him.
the fucking
Yeah.
way.
He
He
came
came
to
here.
vote.
He
stood up
bagged
here, he
Rahm
did everything with
Emanuel,
Rahm Emanuel
but
for
at the
this
end of the day,
motherfucker's position.
who's Rahm Emanuel running against to become mayor of Chicago?
Man, come on, man.
No, for real.
If
Tell me
Obama
somebody
didn't
else
bag
he was running
him,
up
we
against.
wouldn't even know him, man.
Tell me
Willie
somebody
If
who he ran
Obama
up against.
didn't bag him, we wouldn't have known
Hey,
him.
who did
Willie
Rahm Emanuel run
Wilson.
up against?
Man,
Willie
Garcia
Willie Wilson.
and that motherfucking stuttering motherfucker.
Yeah.
But damn it, that stuttering motherfucker is a multimillionaire motherfucking too, and Garcia know how to run a motherfucking city. But we voted for Emmanuel
Does he really?
because
Why do you say Garcia know how to run a city?
man, his ward is doing good. You compare his ward to all these other wards, his
It
ward
is.
is doing great.
He had the numbers.
He is running shit in his ward. He's
Well,
proven
obviously,
that he
didn't have
knows
the
how to
vote.
run some shit.
Obviously, the public spoke.
No, the public didn't want him because he was Mexican.
We gonna, we
And he was so worried that all his landscaper friends would take all the fucking jobs. They was
Hold on,
worried that
hold
the
on.
Mexican would take over. But then you had Obama who stood up for
Yeah.
this man.
Obama got
who
him
went
that.
from governors, state's representative, and then to president, and he come back and say, "Man, take my man who was in office with me,
somebody I trust.
somebody I trust,
And I
somebody
got faith
fuck
and
with.
I believe
Well,
in it.
faith in them.
Yeah.
Damn right, I'm gonna vote for him. Obama said do it because Obama's my first black motherfucking president."
Yeah, but wait. I agree. I agree at the same time.
And then Emmanuel came in.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
I agree
in the
with you.
pussy.
The
But
church's money.
Obama had a reason for that.
Yeah, so they can run
Tell
the
me
city
why
when
you think
get
it's the
out.
reason.
I think that, I mean, just like everybody's scared about how Trump finna get down, I think Ron been doing that in Chicago all this time. I think the shit was an experiment.
Man.
For
You
what
know
though?
I'm saying?
For what? Experiment for what?
To rebuild a fallen city. Chicago's fucked up.
Nigga, we in a fallen city. We have
Right.
way more fucked up most cities out there. You get all type of shit
But
in
look
Detroit.
at all the ones that was that
St.
the ones-
Louis.
Look at the little ones around us that done fell off,
Like who?
like Detroit. That's a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah, but that's a whole
And
nother
it was
city.
the same thriving city that Chicago.
No, not never.
Detroit was blue collar.
No,
But-
just because you blue collar, I mean you thrive.
I'm just saying, but Detroit was a lot of at one time Detroit was a very
Yeah, they had the car industry there.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
So
what-
they
that's
were
what- that's where the
pivotal part
cars
of
were
what's
from.
going on.
Yeah.
How did that fall off when we still got these cars out here? Like, think about that.
Because they
Like,
decided to change their corporate structure.
yeah, that's not.
exactly. So,
Imports and exports,
So-
which unfortunately Trump
the
says he's
country.
going to change.
but this is my thing about Chicago, though. Rahm
For
Emanuel
real.
is trying to build a import
Take shit
export
out. You want to take it out the country?
Chicago.
You're going to pay.
Nah, Ron ain't doing none of that, man.
Oh man, my man is running the city like a fucking business. He's building it where the white people are coming back into the inner city, and you niggas got to go goddamn it further south into these
Well,
suburbs.
work harder. We ain't all the way out
Oh,
these
you all can
days.
go to the south.
Yeah, we ain't all the way out these days. There's some of us that make that same money and gonna make that same money.
Yeah, but I mean, but look what you're saying. You saying that Rom came here with a goal and a purpose, and he got here because of Obama.
But see now, at the end of the day, Rahm Emanuel got here because he signed up to follow Daley's plan. Like when Daley left office, that's what's happening. Like with the whole
I agree.
with the whole beautification of the city, that was Daley's plan.
That's
And
why
guess
Maggie
what?
Daly got her own.
But that was
y'all
to
call
me.
it
I feel that's
beautification.
the
I call it
government's
just
plan.
capitalism.
That's the government's plan. Yeah, that was
locked
the
down all
government's
that
plan.
money.
They doing that through all the cities.
You
It's
been
just
down
not-
there?
Been
Have
what?
you been to Maggie Daly's?
Yeah, I mean it's.
I mean, we're not just talking about a park, but I'm saying in general, like the plan was
Just the area.
is to get motherfuckers out. We're gonna get black out city. We're gonna move the white back
Yeah.
in. Lakefront property has now become skyrocketed price.
But that's been national news in America since.
Yeah, but that's still. But see, that was again Daley's plan. That was Daley's father's plan.
Studio.
And so, like the plan has continued to keep going on, and Emmanuel follows the plan. He keeps shit in suit.
But what I'm saying, if he's following the plan, he had to know the plan,
It's in black
and he got in that office because of Obama, who also had to know the plan.
Yeah, he got.
So why does Obama get the pass?
Well, the
Because at
fucked
the
up,
end
the
of the
fucked
day,
up
he
part
need to
about
come
it,
back here.
I'm not even in
Under
politics. Hell, I know the plan. So goddamn, how you don't know the plan? I mean, if
how
I know
does
the plan, I
Obama
know
get a
Emmanuel
pass?
knew the plan.
If Obama is the reason why he got in office, why does he get a pass Because what you're saying is he was part of the Klan who wanted to get rid of the blacks.
I didn't say nobody had a pass, was getting a pass on anything.
Part of the plan.
Obama.
Oh.
Think about it. If Ron was part of the plan, he had to learn it from somebody.
Maybe Obama don't like us niggas.
That's what I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
I mean,
because he could be like other Africans who feel like black Americans are fucking lazy and dumb and don't want to educate themselves.
They do come from a very well educated, successfully.
He does.
Like,
he does.
One of them kind of niggas you got to question. Like, damn, do I respect how he feel about something? He is living the right life.
Yeah.
Visually. He could be beating the fuck out of Michelle, or she could be beating him. We'll never know.
She could take him.
That's what I'm saying.
You seen dude.
Or she could be him.
You seen dude show this. You seen dude.
I am not gonna let you guys sit here and turn spin people like that. Like, you know, ain't nobody beat nothing. Ain't nobody beating shit. Nobody beat nothing.
Right, cause she could beat his
nobody. Ain't nobody beat nothing.
She taller than him.
Nobody beat nothing.
I just said, like I'm saying,
Snake they roll in life.
The thing is, Rom is running the city basically the way, like he said, basically the way it's supposed to be. There's no one's going to be able to really come in and clean up, because at the end of the day, it's not going to make the city any money or make the money that they're looking for.
It sure look good.
Because we can sit here and go through the city just like the meters or whatever. Mm-hmm. How is that privately owned? How's that privately sector to just one company?
That
or one
was Daily.
I know, but my thing is, Daily did do that.
Rom can't get us out of that.
He can't, and that's. But my thing is,
signed, sealed,
I know, but I'm
up.
just saying, like, these are things that have already been put in place, and nobody is no way to come in and just fix that or change that. We, that's what we do. Just like when Obama got in office, everybody's like, "Oh, the recession is over. I'm gonna get this job. I'm making $10 an hour." But by the time June,
that $10 wasn't shit.
I'm be making 20 because Obama in office.
Shit.
I'm just saying, like, people was thinking like life is just gonna be great. Everything's just gonna go from, if it was in the bottom of the bucket, they was gonna be at the top of the bucket. If they, that's how people were thinking.
And I feel that's what they wanted. They wanted everybody to see Obama as, because this whole thing was, you know what I'm saying? Like, we saw Obama as a change gonna come.
I think more or less it's almost like motherfuckers wanted a handout. Like, y'all was looking for the black handout, and I don't think motherfuckers got it.
I mean, everybody, dude, in the business that I'm in, that man's face hangs in everybody's house. It ain't just black folks.
I know.
It's white folks, Mexicans, Arabs.
Really?
Like, Martin had a dream he sold to black folks. Obama sold his dream to everybody.
Yeah.
You really see his face everywhere?
Everywhere, bro.
Man,
Everywhere.
Obama.
I had my man,
Obama and Jesus on everybody.
When you work with white people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all work close, y'all ask each other the questions.
Y'all
This
make me
address
feel
racism.
bad, man.
You
I ain't got to pick up Obama nowhere.
You don't like him. You ain't supposed to.
Yeah, you don't like him. You came in the door hard about that,
I
man.
respect him.
I don't got a picture of him in my house either. I take that back, bro. I do got him and Michelle in a little picture on my intake.
No, I got the paper though when he won.
Yeah.
I just got that one. I kept the wrapping paper under my bed. Yeah, I do got one.
We overcame. That's what that was.
No, it should have said black people, we made it.
That's how they felt.
That's how we felt.
We made it.
Yep, that's how we felt.
That's how we felt. But in actuality, we a minority. And if people really want to look at it like this, he did us a favor by adjusting our health care. Because black folks died guns, diabetes,
police,
motherfuckers, sarcoidosis,
police,
guns. I'm putting them under the police. Guns, like flat out. They shoot niggas. They're gang. Why give them any special privileges? By guns,
police,
diabetes,
police,
cancer of all different fucking parts of your body,
police,
and black folks got a chance to
Stezo,
fight now.
Police.
And you not.
He never said once tell the police to stop shooting us.
He sure did.
Innocent people, not black people, just innocent people.
I was told he couldn't do it because
it's not just
the
the
fraternity
police.
of police would turn against him. That's
It's
what I was
not
told.
just the police. Just like black folks feel like Obama as a black man was supposed to do something for black people. People always feel like black cops is supposed to do something for black people. Y'all kept saying the whole time. I was kind of quiet because I was thinking about it. We need to have the people that live in the neighborhood police the people that's in the neighborhood. Them gonna be the people, they in the fucking lion's den. Those are gonna be the people that's gonna be way more uncomfortable. If you could do what you had to do, good or bad, and be able to retire someplace else, that's the smartest shit ever. The people that's living in the hood with them, you think because they live there, they gonna treat people better, they gonna treat them worse.
Nah.
Because they gotta protect their house expanded to blocks because they live in this neighborhood.
I don't agree with
like
that.
They kid gotta walk 5 blocks away to go to school. They protecting 10 of them motherfuckers.
I don't think you have to necessarily live there, but I think you should look like the people that you policing. You know what I mean? You can understand the cultural barriers a little bit better. You know what I mean?
I don't give a damn what color police officer you are in Chicago.
Man,
and the lawsuits,
with your people.
The lawsuits go all across the board, race wise. All right. As long as you carry a gun, you're gonna be under fire in Chicago. Because everybody got guns.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Now, we all know how shit went down out west, on the West Coast. I forgot the racist white guy name that was the chief of police for Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. But he said, and it's documented, you can pull it up, watch any docu you want. He grabbed white men from the South and promised them more money if they would come be police in Los Angeles and all those suburban towns. Because he wanted them to control the blacks. Now think about it. You're not grabbing these southern whites to control the blacks because they're going to be friendly. You grabbing southern whites in the 60s because how they feel about blacks.
To teach black people racism.
No, to go down there and fuck their ass up.
No, but that's what you teach.
No, we knew racism. But they put
we had
that
heard
foot.
of it. We had been taught about it.
No.
But it's different, bro. It's different people out here that heard different levels of racism.
No.
Like
You're never going to convince me that black people in America.
You ever been called a nigga by a white person before?
Yes.
I haven't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, you knows it happened. You know it happened.
I don't assume shit till I see it. If that was the case,
no. Because what you saying is,
no, I can hear you, and I hear that it happened to you, but it is real when it happens to yourself.
I know, but when you say that, what you're saying is you think it doesn't happen because it didn't happen to you.
I don't think it's not.
I'm asking you.
I don't think it doesn't happen.
But
I'm just waiting for it to happen to me.
Right, but
if it doesn't,
but do you think it happens?
Experienced racism at all?
Not like that. Not where I felt like these white people, and I have done. I've always bullshitting, bro. I have always worked.
He didn't know it was happening. He didn't know what was going on.
I have always worked in the public.
Uncle Tom's nephew.
No, sir. No, I'm not saying.
You just said on a previous podcast that you worked in a certain area and they had the UNIT.
I'm not saying that they perfect. I never.
No. I'm saying experiencing racism.
But like I said, I didn't say it don't happen. I said it hasn't happened to me yet.
No, you haven't been called nigga, but you've experienced racism.
Example. Give me an example.
You just said that.
You said the whole UNIT in a certain area you worked, and they fucked with you to get their quota up.
I didn't see that. Me personally, as a businessman, we talk about that sometimes.
No, you said they fucked with you.
I didn't see that as complete racism from the people that was doing it at the time. I just seen the design for racism. See what I'm saying? Because I got pulled over by black people too.
But they pulled you over because you was black.
But that's what
just
I'm saying.
Just because they black don't mean they ain't racist.
Exercising the racism.
That's my point.
I told you didn't know that it was racism.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't. No, what I'm saying is, at the time, it was not set up for them to not do it that way. Because that's where their money came from. They was getting like quotas and bonuses.
It don't matter. It was still racism, ain't it?
I get that. I'm talking about directly from white people. If we got to clear that up.
Right, but every cop that pulled you over wasn't a white person put the UNIT in place.
That's what I'm saying,
racism is racism because whether it come from a white, black, brown, whatever.
See what I'm saying?
Still racism.
Right, so what you saying is you need direct racism to know that it exists?
Because a lot of that shit ain't racism, it's just hate. It's not hate for just me.
Hate is racism.
It's hate for a lot of other motherfuckers too that ain't like me.
What?
Sometimes it's just hate. It's not just racism.
What?
It's hate. I don't like you because... Shit, when I was 25 years old, I didn't have no car with rims on it. And
all right, now, you know what? I hate saying this because when that kid said this, we're reaching. I hate the whole term reaching, but nigga, that's reaching.
All right.
Because I had cars, I'm finna kill you because I didn't have a rims.
White folks do it to white folks. I'm not saying that. Black folks do it to black folks.
What?
Too. We got that.
No, we
do it to each other. What I'm saying is I've never been directly approached by no white person.
Right. I feel
by no white person and seen racism. I see the effects that white people have on racism.
Okay.
That's why I said that there was black cops pulling me over, Mexican, whatever.
Everybody unscrew your face. We're going to go to another one. Yeah, because we're going to go to
I am lost. I'm sorry.
I know, but we okay.
I'm lost.
No, he said that he hasn't experienced it. I mean,
Let me
And
hear
I
that.
didn't say it didn't exist.
Yeah,
All
I'm
I
just saying he
was,
said he
it
didn't
ain't happened to me
experience it.
yet.
I'm not-
I still
right.
walk around with the fear that it's gonna happen to me one day.
right.
Man, how old are you, man?
I'm 38 years old.
You
too old
38
to
years
tell that lie.
old, and you telling me
Let me tell
right here today in 2017.
He said he
2017.
Lil Wayne said he
You
never
ain't
experienced
never
it. either.
experienced.
What type of bandwagon
Racist.
jumper
Lil Wayne
do you
was
think I am?
lying.
You think I'm gonna sit up here and lie to you? I'm telling you how I feel.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Hey, that's
This
what
is
he's
real
saying.
shit with me.
That's
Like,
what
I
he's
hear
saying.
about
You
racism.
telling me ain't no cracker
never-
redneck peckerwood ass bushwhacking motherfucker?
I am a house nigga. Have you not noticed this? I fucking adapt. God damn it. When I go to places, I do different shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Redneck peckerwood.
Well, you just but
I'm not
you-
saying that I'm light.
Because you said you're a house nigga, so that's what I just.
I'm talking about mentality. Like,
Because I'm light skinned and I've been
I ain't
albino
talking about light
bitches.
skin.
I've been niggas. I've been poured out the car at gunpoint.
But
Like,
y'all,
I've
but
had
y'all missed
everything.
what he said.
All because I was blind.
But y'all
in the
missed.
wrong neighborhood.
But y'all missed what he said. He
Wait.
said he's a house nigga. He adapts.
I adapt.
Man,
So,
he cannot be
let me
that
tell you-
much.
So how would you
adapted. What is
experience
he, a
it?
chameleon?
Look,
Listen what he said.
No, listen to what we living with.
Stop hitting the table.
Go.
No,
on the
no.
body.
Listen
On
to what
the
he
body.
said. Listen to
We
what
in
he said.
Chicago.
It don't matter.
38 years old.
House
and he never
niggas
experienced
go to
it.
plantation
I
and
live
they
all over
help the mass
Chicago.
to get healthy. Listen to what he's saying.
I have-
He's a house nigga who adapts. So he's trained not to see or hear or feel racism.
Oh, he was a snitch.
I can respect that.
I
Hey,
say
so
so,
never
Okay,
snitched
he's
on a
trained
motherfucker
not
a day in my
I said he
life.
didn't know it happened to him, right?
Right. He's saying he don't see it. So I feel
He
him.
Look, like we
He
didn't
didn't
have.
know
I
it
sit here
happened
with
to
you.
him.
I sit here with Steve. Steve is a very militant-minded person. He reads a lot of things to strengthen us as a people. Okay, he don't share that information, but he'll tell you what's there for you to go looking for. And when you give a fuck, that's when you gonna go look for it. And I'm the type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But what I'm telling you is this: I have come from a very sheltered situation and went looking for gunfight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I felt as though my people took damn good care of me and kept a lot of shit out of my face, but I am trouble, therefore I go looking for trouble. I'm the bad element when you move in your crib. You know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about me throwing parties and niggas saying nigga next door and shooting and all that. That's what happens in my house. Always has. I'm known for this shit. Alright? But I know how to keep my party going. And sometimes I got to slide into situations where I gotta make sure I don't die. Going into white folks' cribs, when you in racist ass areas and you a nigga, I'm a nigga. Black man, you call me whatever. I do nigga shit.
Okay, let me stop you and ask you one question.
Hey.
If you had to make sure you didn't die,
Mm-hmm.
aren't you saying it's because of racism?
Yes.
So you experienced racism.
Just like I said, no, I live with the fear of racism. Like
But
I
I'm
said.
saying, but you had to experience it to know that. You got to
No.
go over here and
My
play.
experience is through you saying that it happened to you.
But I'm saying, but you just said you had to play cool so you didn't die.
Because of my experience from what you said happened. Because it ain't never happened to me. I'm taking your
No,
word for
you
it.
just said if you having a party and you got a calm situation because you
I
don't
don't know
want to die.
what's going to happen. All I'm going to do is control the situation. So
Right, but-
therefore I'm not dying.
Right,
I'm
but
not
you,
finna be
but
killed
you
by
didn't say
racism.
I might get a pat to the face. You said I don't want to die, so you had to know that the threat of death was there from white people.
The pie in the face is humiliation. A lot of people can take that. Some people can't.
Right, but you didn't go with humiliation. You said
Exactly.
death.
You brought that up. I'm talking about death.
No, you
'cause
said-
that's my worst case scenario. Fuck a pie in the face.
Yeah, so
there's
you had
no
to
happy
feel it.
medium there. There's no gray. A pie in the face would be gray the way you described it. I'm talking about black and white.
Okay, let me
All I seen
let me
is-
say this. Let me say this. I had parties, and my neighbors they might trip, so I go knock on the door. I never did that because I was like I thought the worst was death. I thought the worst was telling my mama. So if you thought the worst was death, you had to experience some type of racism, and that's why you went over there to tell him that.
Let me say it one more time. My experience is through what you told me
About your party?
about your example of racism.
Off your experience.
saying that he can't
Yeah.
relate to it because that's something
It's never personally
There is
happened
no
to him.
middle for me because I have never experienced it directly. Whether I missed it flat out where I was blind to it or I didn't give a fuck about it. I have not experienced, but I have experienced it through the story you told me or the story he told me. So I know that this shit exists because I love and trust you niggas. But at the same time, If I ain't seen it for myself.
But that's my question.
I'm not saying it don't exist, but I'm saying
that's
I'm
my
living
question.
in fear. I'm living in the fear of the day that it does happen.
Right. But that's why you went and calmed down your neighbors with the party, right?
I don't calm my neighbors down.
No, I'm just saying what you were saying. You said you would play the role for the fear of death.
When I go into white people's houses from serving the people.
No, I'm just saying the party thing, because the serving. I mean, you can get killed.
That ain't what I was talking about, though. You said party. I didn't say party.
No, you said party.
No.
I'll play it after we record.
I said going into people's house, serving them as people.
No, you was talking about, you said you having a party because you a nigga. You do nigga shit.
I'm talking about in my house.
I know, party.
But I don't know. I don't go to my neighbors and tell them shit. I got black folks on one side, white folks on the other. I didn't say nothing about that.
I play it back.
Going to my neighbors and telling them I'm about to have a party.
What Remy say? I'm not.
I'm a bad element in the neighborhood. I said that. Bad element.
And that's why
I'm doing. Say I'm about to be fucked up.
No, you shouldn't. But you did say that you played a role.
No.
Better bottle.
I played a role of
better bottle. Better bottle.
Into their neighborhood.
Better bottle.
And doing what they do.
Just
I'm
bet
not
the
gonna
bottle.
bet
You got a bet on the table. Bet on the table.
I know what I said.
Bet push-ups.
Bet burpees. I'd rather see some burpees.
What the fuck is burpees?
You know,
I'll do it. Wait. If he don't know what they are, let's do it.
We got a bet then?
Burpees?
Yeah, we got a bet. We can bet whatever. Shit, we can bet half right now.
Them days over.
I heard it.
I don't bet.
You're a smart man. All right, now back to the whole Obama. I'm giving y'all the chance to let this man go. You know, I opened this up because, the whole farewell, if y'all feel good about him, I want to hear the good stuff about Obeezy.
Hey, man, I'm middle-aged.
I mean, but that was kind of really it, though. I mean, like you...
That's it? Y'all ain't got no more? Y'all ain't got no more?
Black man, I'm middle-aged.
Really no good.
All right? The one thing I help Obama, I think Obama gave me a reset. Well, like I said, I feel like he's the blueprint, the current blueprint of what a president's supposed to be. I think he gave me a reset because we was all raised to believe that you also, as a black boy, I don't know about the women. Did they ever tell you that you could be president?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so because I wasn't a girl, I don't know. So as a black man, I was raised to believe that I could be the president of the United States of America.
I can see you went along here.
Raised to believe?
I was raised.
You saying when you was younger?
From grammar school, from my first days of school, that was their motivation. That president was the highest possible positive thing you could ever do, and they taught you to take tests like the most positive president and all that blah blah. So they pushed that like this is a popely, damn near religious job. Like this is what you got to be president.
I wasn't.
Do that.
No, I'm just I wasn't.
You didn't. I was taught it, but I never believed it. This is my point.
I wouldn't. Well, anybody else taught it in public school or high school?
Hell no.
I'm just asking.
You wasn't taught that you could be the president.
I was taught to go work in River Oaks Mall.
I'm just saying. I wasn't. I wasn't
just
taught.
always was taught that anything's possible. Like that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all this pro-black, you know what I'm saying, civil rights and everything that we preachers and we dwell on. Those things taught me that I can be whatever the hell I wanted to be. President might have been my end game to me. Like the way I'm describing it, that might have been what it was. But he showed me, in my whole perspective, that it's a reset. Anything is possible. I can do whatever the hell I need to do right now as a black man because it's open for me because he was the president.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me.
If he hit that goal in my head that I thought was the upper echelon, the shit that was impossible, because racism exists, he just proved me wrong. So now I feel a little bit better about the world. Trump getting high was a way for them to fucking make me feel bad again. But I ain't falling for that shit. Not falling for that shit at all. I have seen, as the house nigga, some pretty decent white folks. I ain't gonna lie. Even when they racist, sometimes they don't want to be. They ask you questions. Just
hey, baby, these are niggas I was telling you about.
Man. Real talk. Like, I said house nigga for a reason because I have a very fucked up description of house nigga. You understand me?
Okay, give me your description.
Well,
I need your description.
It's like the nigga that just come to the point where he can do some different shit than the field niggas. And be closer to the white folks, which is like being closer to the sun for a motherfucker who like light. You understand what I'm saying?
See, you only, you.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
But I'm serious how I feel about it. You asked me.
Kind of like the LSD on the head then.
Yeah.
Damn, you up there, upper echelon type
I'm
nigga,
just
huh?
Damn.
Like that's how they was looking at the shit. House niggas was shown by the fucking field niggas because they was closer to the white folks. White folk want to look at you. All this work I'm doing, but they want to look at you. You ain't doing shit. You sneaking some food. You get the dress clean and take baths and shit. That's what the field niggas did. White folks taught us as house niggas to be hated and deal with that shit. Cause you living a damn good life.
So is that why you like Obama?
I didn't say I liked him.
Is that why you love Obama?
Remember, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, including you.
I'm just saying, is that one of the reasons why Obama is your man?
All right? My problem with him right now is how is he going to operate after his presidency? I can't even tell you how I feel about him till after that. Give me 8 more years of Obama, period. If the man survive, don't get shot, don't die from a heart attack, none of that type of shit, give me 8 more years of Obama. And I can give you a 50-50, damn near to 100 shot of how I feel about him.
So
but right now, I can't do it.
Killed?
I need 8 more years of Obama. I need to see what he gonna do after the presidency, dog.
I agree.
I can't, like, Joe, you know what? You know another thing I'm gonna compare it to? This shit right here, this Stezo Radio, we be at this. We do this shit religiously. We love this shit. And if it ever turns into $1 million situation, I'm gonna be watching your motherfucking ass the whole time to see how you change. See what you do with some money.
No, it's going to y'all.
Nah. It could
now if it don't go to y'all, then you have every right.
I got a thought how Remy gonna spend his money. I know how Sam Nikki gonna spend her money.
I don't care how y'all spend. What I'm saying is, if I get $1 million check,
my point.
and I come to y'all, get y'all $1,000 each, then you have every right. Listen. But after $1 million, if all I hold is 100,000,
hey, that'd be more than what we get paid now, nigga.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
$1 million.
That's what I'm saying.
Woo, we gonna get drunk.
No. But if after $1 million check, if all I say is all I'm keeping is 100,000,
Steve,
this 900 go to y'all,
Steve.
I ain't got nothing to do with
How
what
about
y'all
this,
do.
Steve? How about this? In my head, so you understand where I was coming from when I said that. Imagine that the money is not the problem. Imagine the money is even Steven across the board, no matter how hard you work. Everybody getting paid the same money. Like, you're not even getting paid the same money, and people would expect you to.
Right.
We just talking about the attitude. That's all. Like, I know that the reason why I come here and do what I do
attitude,
with you,
though.
listen to what I'm saying.
Right. That's what I'm lost.
This is what I'm saying. We talking about Obama, and we talking about what's going to happen after he's not president anymore. And I'm trying to describe it to you in understanding where...
Right. What? No. Okay, go ahead.
That's what we talking about?
No.
That's what you talking about. No, that's not what I thought we was talking about.
When we talked about it, we talked about...
because money going to change you regardless.
Can you say, I don't think as an ex-president, money is an issue.
Right, so maybe for us, so we ain't used to money. So
what I'm
waiting
for, how about this? You're the president of fucking podcast forever. How about that? All right, that's what I'm saying. Like, suppose you end up doing 8 years as president of all podcasts, and you govern what the podcasts do.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is this: if I was president of the podcast and I was elected to it, and all the shit I've been saying on this show for the past year and a half
that got you hired as the president,
right? And then I get hired
and don't do none of that shit.
Exactly. That's how I feel about Obama.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know why I have a hard problem with that?
Like I said, I didn't really have a high. I'm not gonna say high hopes or that. Like I said, I knew kind of what it was. It was like I said. It's entertainment. It's a business. It's not all about
like a beauty pageant.
Everybody, yeah, similar.
But okay, Sam Nikki, when you voted though, did you feel that way?
Yeah.
I mean, let's
voted,
be real. See, I didn't, and I'm gonna be honest. When I voted, it was because he was a black man, and I wanted change. Like his whole platform was change. So when I hear people say not just black, I voted for him and I didn't expect nothing, I don't believe y'all. Only reason why is because he had change in his eyes. He was black. We related.
What change did you want?
No, I just want to change, period.
Yeah, what though?
Change in what?
In the situations that we go through day to day.
I think it's just more simple than that. Like, I really want to change. I want it to be that at least one time a little black boy grew up to be the president. That was the only change. After that, I
wanted more than that.
You know what? Because of what I know about the president and how a president is supposed to be doing his boundaries and all that type of shit. That's why I never expected him. When he finally gets sit down and they give you that brief, you're going to watch Trump change too. When they brief you on the state of what's going on in the country, the state of the union, when they give you all that paperwork that presidents get that's only for their eyes, there was a change in Obama. I expected this change, and all I could see was whether or not he was gonna go good or go bad.
No, not when I voted. I didn't. I really voted hoping that, again,
I didn't
a
vote
different
for him.
face, different person. You didn't?
No, I didn't vote for him because I owe the government money. They wasn't finna find me by me rich.
I'm just saying. I feel you on
Real
that
talk.
because I'm not voting no
I
more.
had to cover my ass.
I'm not voting
like
no more.
I said, I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't have that hope. Like, oh, I hope, but my thing was, let me give this first time black man a vote. That's what I wanted to. I wasn't really gonna sit here and say I'm expecting like this great change because you have
What
to think
did he
about.
give you that made you say I want to vote for him? Besides being black,
Well,
honestly,
first of all,
it's
the
okay to
other-
say because he was black.
I said that was a major reason, but the other, again, what was the competition that was gonna make me really say, well, she's talking this or this person saying that.
Hillary.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
'cause-
Hillary.
'cause
You would
Obama-
have voted for Hillary this time.
No,
Why not?
I don't like
So you
Hillary.
wasn't gonna vote at all?
I didn't want to, but I did.
And
So-
you voted for Hillary. That's what you voted for Trump.
You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't supposed to tell you. That's your freedom not to
I
say
am
nothing.
not a Hillary fan. That's how I'm gonna put it.
I
She
put you
voted
like
for-
this.
See,
I feel like
no, she could have voted for
No,
Sanders.
she voted for Willie Wilson. He was still in the
Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's kind of my point, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. If Hillary was a black woman,
She the one.
no, she'd have got the black vote.
If
She
was
probably wouldn't have
Oprah,
won.
Yeah, black
She
woman.
got the
Oprah.
black vote.
If she's
And that's
Michelle
what I'm saying.
Obama.
It's
yeah.
because of skin tone. That's what I'm saying. That's a main reason. I saw the reports. It was a woman 78 and it was a woman 95. First time voting ever.
Yeah.
Because of Obama.
Because of Obama.
Because of Obama.
Yes.
I seen all of them, man. So
That's
you
why I
can't
say
tell
he
me
a
it was because of
blueprint president, though.
his track record. He was a senator for 15 minutes.
in the
Right.
worst,
You
in
get
the
what I'm saying?
worst state
Right.
that the government says this is a horrible.
But he
fucking
gave
state.
a great speech
Yeah.
at the
And
DNC
he was-
convention, and they said he reminds me of Dr. Martin Luther
and
King.
it was
He gives.
over.
He just
It
has
was
a
a wrap.
good look.
He
overall.
hanging next to King everywhere. Everybody, I ain't mentioned that King hanging there too.
It was a wrap. After that speech,
Yeah.
And
It
Harold
was a
Washington.
wrap.
And
And
You know
then
what I
white
mean?
people
Harold
house.
Washington.
He has the
I seen-
look.
Huh?
And them white people houses.
People's house, period. That's what I said. It's not Obama inspired
Well, I'm
a
saying-
nation.
Yeah.
White, black, Mexican, all that type of shit. Like
He
he
did.
would not have made it who he was without white folks. White folks love Obama, bro.
he gave
Like,
hope.
Yes.
And they be
So you
having
see
the
his pictures,
biggest
man?
pictures of this motherfucker, like posters.
Watch
Yeah.
out now.
You know what I'm saying? Like
'Cause,
he sold
again,
sold
blacks.
this shit. This is why I say he's the presidential reset. Like all the bad, he went 8 years without no controversy. Now some of the motherfuckers he hired had all the scandal. Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, being jokey and not being respectful to certain people, that shit was him being him. Hillary and these emails and shit, that was her. One of his kids smoking some weed, that was it, but not him.
But you know what somebody told me, and it fucked me up? We keep honoring, or we keep bringing up, he had no scandals. I got an email, I got an inbox that said George Bush Sr. had no scandals neither.
That's why he did
He was 95
after.
years old. He shouldn't have.
He did.
Exactly.
He did.
So that's not nothing to hang your hat on. You
Most of
see what I'm
his
saying?
scandal was after his presidency. That's why I'm holding on to these 8 years
Who,
after.
Bush?
Yes, the first Bush.
What scandals?
Like you don't find out about the bullshit he did till after. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, but give me some examples of Bush's
It didn't.
scandals.
It wasn't a scandal while he was in office.
So what was after? Did you
Shit, what
consider a
was
scandal?
after? Honestly, shit.
I mean, think about it
I'm
right
trying to
now.
think directly. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of mix them up. I mix the Bushes up, but I know that the first one paved the way for the second one. That's
But
what
I'm saying
That's it,
scandal.
but that's
because no,
Right, it ain't a
no.
scandal.
But because while he was in office, none of the dirt and shit he did came out until a couple presidents later.
But we said scandals.
That-
My point of
I'm
that
trying
is
to figure scandal.
my point of that is this: Bush Senior had no scandals, and he was the biggest piece of shit. But he had no
My
scandals.
point
So
exactly.
you can't keep
when
saying.
did you find out that he was a piece of shit?
So you can't keep saying. Hold on. You
When
can't
he
keep
was
saying
running.
that Obama had no scandals. That makes him great.
No, I didn't say it was great. I said
No, I know
I
you
said I
did.
have not heard about his scandals yet.
Right, but
That's why I'm giving this another 8 years after his presidency.
Yeah, but that's
'cause
what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
give you how I feel about him until
we
I see
start
what he
relating
does.
presidents on scandals because
I'm
of
relating
Clinton.
job.
Because of Clinton. Before Clinton, we didn't care about presidential scandals.
Reagan had scandals too, but you didn't find out about all that type of shit he did until after he was dead and gone, and 5 presidents later.
But you're proving my point. We saying Obama completed 8 years of no scandals, and I'm supposed to clap my hands. No.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like saying a motherfucking married man didn't cheat. Right. See what I'm saying? Or take care of his kids. Like, no, you supposed to do that shit.
That is why I said that I am giving him another 8 years before I draw my conclusion.
But you see how basic that is, though?
The scandal, huh?
You see how basic that is? Right.
It's stereotypical.
Because he's black.
Because that's what you do to presidents.
No, because he's black.
You said you made... I'm telling you, that's not how I'm looking at it.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general.
Period.
Like, if you give me something saying Obama went 8 years and he did...
Period.
But you say no scandals? It's like...
He ain't had a scandal yet.
He shouldn't. He's the president. He shouldn't.
All the rest of them have.
Who? I'm asking you right now to give me some names besides Clinton.
So some of the type of shit that we find out later on that...
No. Scandals while they were presidency. Besides Clinton and Nixon.
I'm not talking about why they was president. I just said
that's all you get to Obama. I'm telling you what I keep hearing. Obama went 8 years with no scandals, and he's still in his 8-year term. All I'm asking is, besides Clinton and Nixon, who else had no scandals?
A lot of them had no scandals.
Name them.
You're not listening to
Name
what
the
I'm
ones
saying.
that didn't have them.
I don't
know that had them.
What I'm saying is you don't find out about the wrongdoing until they're not president anymore.
So give me some down. Like, they ain't been president for at least 8 years because Obama had it.
They're Bushes. Both of them have
what
done.
Scandals
They did shit while they was in office that you didn't find out about until after.
Okay, let them know what they are.
Star Wars. Because fucking Bush Sr. wrapped Star Wars up. Reagan signed off on that shit, but he, just like they taking the shit that Obama did now and breaking it down, fucking Reagan signed that shit and Bush ran off with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it got satellites in the sky, got us all using phones right now, internet, all that type of shit. That's what started that. It might not have been a bad thing,
and
but the manipulation of it happened while he was in office, but you didn't find out. What I'm saying is...
Right, but what you just said is Reagan started it,
right,
and Bush Sr. kept it going.
Right.
And he got 8 years. And we heard about it after the fact. So we can't give Obama that same respect. That his accomplishments.
His years is not his.
Exactly.
Ain't that what
He's
I've been
still in
saying,
presidency.
Right, but
Ain't
no.
that what I've been saying?
No, I said you said it. I said what everybody keeps saying. I see the memes. The first president to go 8 years with no scandals. That's not a positive. Like you just said, you can hear later on.
It ain't over yet.
Right, so that's not a positive. So give me more positives, and it's hard to do that.
I mean, most of the positive
all I keep hearing is Obamacare.
Most of the positive shit was that he also, as president, covered up his bullshit like the rest of them. Until we find out bullshit, we're not gonna know.
That's the same thing as keeping the scandal secret.
I'm not looking at him as the black president. I said that from the beginning. Like, when I said that, okay, Obama was running president, he was black, I knew the rules of the president. Black or white, he wasn't going to be able to do shit for just us.
I'm talking about what makes him a great president. I'm not talking about... I feel you on that.
He has not the longevity yet. He ain't survived... For me, just me, he has not survived the distance of his presidency yet. Until we find out... Like, you're not going to find out some of the bullshit he did we don't know nothing about until afterwards. I need that time.
So why is he great? Why is everybody crying? And why was his farewell speech such a big...
He did a good job as a president.
Well, the crying, really...
Because he was black.
But I mean, also you got to think about what's next to come.
It's some bullshit.
You crying
exactly, yep.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Now
that's
you're
what
thinking,
it is.
like, can he do another 4? Like, can we just extend this?
One more term. He's like, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Right, these
wishful tears. I wish he could still be here.
Oh, he's leaving. He's such a great president, but oh my goodness, he's leaving. And this is what's coming in.
Yep.
That's
how I feel.
That's just because we had a good experience with him up until now. That's all I'm saying.
I think everybody at some point has complained about Obama. I mean, everybody had their differences with him. You know, he didn't do or live up to a lot of people's expectations.
Like every president.
Exactly. To me, that's what made him a good president. He has done every single thing that all the rest of the motherfuckers before him has done. He ain't done no better and no worse. He gave great speeches.
I'm going to tell you, like I said from the beginning, when we started talking about Obama way back in last year, I just really feel he gets that pass from black folks because he's dark-skinned. Seriously. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I fell for it, too. I voted for him the first time. I was emotional.
What made you think that the first... What made...
Because I seen all these black people telling me
No.
that he was the Messiah. I had black people sending me Bible scriptures. Like, I didn't even know that they went that deep with Obama, but they were
Somebody
sending
sent
me
it to them. Don't fuck
Bible
with that shit.
scriptures. Like,
Their grandma
he in
put
the
them in
Bible.
tunes. Don't feel for that.
What I'm saying is, but they
Pass that
ate
information
it
on.
up.
They
They
feel
ate
like
it up,
it
right? They
was-
ate it up. Like you said, we have so many people who still has that first paper when he on the cover, the color and the black and white,
Laminated
right?
and put it in the frame.
Laminated. They just, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't another newspaper nowhere around their house.
Thank you.
Fuck the Cubs winning, the Bears, none of that type. The
Oh,
Bulls
I got
6
you.
times. Ain't none of them
Easy.
other pieces of newspaper
Yes.
I got all
nowhere.
that.
But this one is laminated.
Yes.
All right, like
You know what I'm
this.
saying?
This was the redo for presidencies.
Because it meant something to our people. Let's stop being foolish. It meant something
It
to
meant
our
something
people.
to our people also.
That was every grandma's grandson becoming the president.
Yes.
That was every person's brother.
Because they were raised to believe
or
that they
son.
too could also
nephew.
be president of the United States.
And because they never thought it'd happen.
Yeah.
Never. They never thought racism was gonna let it happen.
Exactly.
Never.
That's what I'm saying.
But look at the reset that he did not. Now he got people that ain't smart enough to know the position or the situation or do their research on Obama. Just think that any and everything is possible now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it opened the world up to do more dumb shit. Cause now, like before, you was like beat down. Like, nope, I'm not gonna survive that. I'll never survive being a black president. They gonna snipe the shit out of me. He did it.
I didn't think he was gonna get killed. I never thought he was gonna get killed.
I don't think that they would let him because he black. Like, that protected him also. Like
That
that,
would
I
make the
think that
country
made.
look bad. That would
I
be a
think
bad
that made
look
the
for the
government really be on his ass.
No, honestly, only reason why I think that he wouldn't get killed is because that would be the ultimate eye opener to Black America.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I felt he would never get killed.
That would have caused a zombie apocalypse. Niggas wouldn't be dead or walking
Nah,
dead.
I would have done
but it'd
all
have been
that.
a war.
Nah, we
Like,
no.
racism would have, the racism
No,
would have cracked.
no.
Like, it'd have been a fucking fault line in racism if he'd have got shot. Like, niggas, all the victim ass niggas that walk around these streets right now, oh, they shot our president, killed the white folks. Come on,
that's
man.
not even the biggest thing.
Yeah, I don't think
The
that was
biggest thing is the government, corporate,
The
all
weakness.
that. The other countries, our allies, and whatnot, they wouldn't even want to. That's bad.
You can't protect your own president? Yeah, fuck y'all.
That
Y'all
was
weak.
Like, they
That would've been a
killed
weakness.
him because he was black. Do you know how bad that would have been?
right, and we would have
we sit
we
with
would have
United
really
Nations and whatnot.
removed ourselves from this country if that happened.
Do you think that there's racism outside this country?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how is it racism?
It's worse.
No, I mean, like, but how, though? Describe their version. Because right now, we got the North-South slaves and white folks racism. I'm talking about in this country. I'm talking about
No, you go to
outside
England.
this line of
You
borders.
go to England, and that shit is worse. You go
What
to
kind of
Paris, that shit is
racism do
worse.
they have? I want you to describe it.
It's open to
Hey,
the point where they
open how?
tell you leave. They tell you flat
You
leave.
can go to African, goddamn it, racism.
Right,
is
because you're a
worse.
Black
That's
American.
my
Leave.
point. That's kind of my point. Like,
Yeah. See, but I
because-
respect that.
Because America is the youngest country, I think the racism isn't built up to what it is in the rest of the world.
But it
No.
shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
How do you have a country called the melting pot and you have such racism going on?
That's a sales tactic.
The melting pot is a sales tactic.
Nah.
It's the truth.
But they can't keep you
This
moving
country
without.
didn't survive
they-
without everybody from everywhere coming here.
They can't. They can't keep you at bay to keep you doing the things that you need to do to keep them getting paid without boosting your ego. And sometimes there's some people out here that don't have that ego, so they gotta target that weakness, that one thing that they're scared of, and make them be even more scared of it to the point where they do the things they're supposed to do to get them paid.
No,
On one end of it,
nah.
on the other end of it, you got these people that have this what you call it, entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
They're entitled, and as long as you keep them feeling like their entitlement works, they're gonna keep paying into it.
Now, America is the greatest,
world.
the greatest makers of racism not being racism and white supremacy not existing.
Making it feel like freedom.
And they have
Calling it
made
freedom.
No, they have made us believe the bullshit.
They call it freedom.
No, they
It's
made us
freedom
believe
to
the
call
bullshit.
me a nigga, and I'm freedom
Nah, it
free
ain't-
to
it
get
ain't-
mad when you do it.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, we really believe that we winning in this country. So it's a lost cause.
We are doing a lot better than other dark-skinned people in the rest of the world.
But see, that's the thing
That's
that
not
we fail
winning.
to realize.
I know that.
What we fail to realize is we, as black people, are black and other. We're black
And we're the
white,
majority of the world.
Black is a race now.
In America only.
In America, though.
Dark skin in the world is something different. Because you can be any fucking culture ever, but your dark skin is supposed to be bad. See what I'm saying? Like,
So
white folks didn't
racism?
start picking Nigerians off of Africa's shores and shit because they was light skinned.
Isn't that racist?
They look like demons and they was dark. That's what I'm
racism.
saying.
Racism?
But I didn't get plucked off no beach. Never happened to me. But I can take
You
the
know,
stories.
there are light, fair-skinned Nigerians.
Yeah.
But they didn't get plucked though. Them was the ones they went to. Look, you're fair skinned.
No, it was not never.
The dark skinned people either love them, cherish them differently. Man, it's been like this in generations and villages forever.
No, they didn't get
Come on,
light skin without help.
That's my point.
So
They
they didn't have to pluck them. They was already here.
So the little Ethiopian girl go out with her breasts out and the white man catch her on the spot and get her pregnant and she have a light skinned baby. Them dark skinned people was treating that baby different.
They was not getting them pregnant before they caught her. They got her pregnant on the boat or on the shores of America.
That ain't always been like that.
No, I'm telling you. I give you a book.
It's been a time. White folks have a tradition. They go find some shit. They experiment with it. They leave. They come back with everybody else.
No, they experiment on their own turf.
They're safe.
Not over there.
That's what I'm saying. So they snatch up a few dark skin.
Right, so she get preggo. She got preggo over here.
They ain't so you saying they ain't catch them out in the woods? They ain't raped them black women?
No.
Come on, man.
No.
They knew they had more fun on the boat. Why would you
They
get
will
over
tell
there?
you that.
Right.
I've been around. They will tell you. They told me that my hair grows fast because it's the white in me.
Yeah.
And
I heard
that you know, since your people came over here, the white people got your people.
And now y'all all mixed
Right,
up.
they wasn't allowed to go over there and rape us and then enslave us. No, that's not how it went.
They was around there raping women.
No, they was robbing women to get on the boat. Then they raped them off of those, you know what I'm saying, off that land. But they wasn't raping them on that land because you already fucked them. I don't want you no more.
But what about the Nigerian that goes off on a peaceful mission to another country because they had to be diplomatic and go out and learn new things, and that's how we became smart and Asiatic or whatever.
No, we was already that.
We was
That's
already
what I'm saying. No, this shit got diluted. And motherfuckers had to go out here looking for information.
Nah, it wasn't diluted. It was America. It wasn't diluted.
Huh?
They was still getting, like, you got Nigerians now so smart they come over here and they eat for millions. They didn't get smart when they came over here.
Businesses.
Now, you know what?
They go
I
to
hear?
school, get degrees.
Right, they came here smart.
From going to school with Nigerians that got this evolution feeling in their head that they know what it's like not to have the privileges that we have as Americans. So they come over here and they make this money because it's been laid out that you go to school, you get a degree, you get paid. And that's why so many foreigners in medical fields where in positions where it done changed America because now your doctor Indian. How many American? Is there anybody right here who has an American doctor?
No, that's not why. They get them grants because they got
they come here. They go
agreements
to
with that country.
They get tax breaks. Yeah,
No,
they come
they
here.
get agreements with them countries.
They come here. They live for free. They go to school for free.
Mm-hmm.
They get and they keep doing that. They get visas to stay here
that's what I'm
until
saying.
they.
If we could go to school for free, guess what happened?
The opportunity to them is I went to school for free, and I've used every bit of information that I
But
made
you're
while I
probably
was
the
at
only
school.
one at this table because did you go to school for free?
Where did you go to
I
school?
know I did.
I went to junior
I
college.
didn't either.
I went to a
What'd you
junior
go
college
for?
where I got a Pell Grant and a MAP grant for automotive.
Automotive.
Automotive
Why
technology.
you go for something greater?
I went to because I was smart enough to go for a skill. I went for a vocation. I didn't go for hopefully I know more than the next person. I can show somebody what I know.
skill too, but I paid for it.
Yeah,
About you, Cole?
I did too.
They call it a blessing.
I hear you. But when I came out of high school, I come from a working class family. All my people work. I needed to work. I needed to make money. You know what I'm saying? I know that I need a foundation
That's
to
a
cover
black-
up dirt. But that's the black conditioning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I also know at the same time that I didn't have to do that. I could have did the same shit everybody else was doing. The way they was doing.
But if you knew that you can go to school for free, you was going, right?
My mindset was fuck school. It took for me to mature.
That's the sad part.
It took for me to mature a little bit.
You're the only person that would think like that.
Yeah, it took for me to mature a little bit.
That's how they see Black America from other countries. Fuck school.
That from black. I didn't learn.
No, I'm saying that's how they see that.
I learned that from white folks.
Not even just
they feel.
That's how. Yeah,
white folks and white folks the ones that go to school.
Because
they don't. They did, but all of them didn't. That's what made me know that it's not all white folks that get the same privilege. I know a lot of white boys that started just like I did. A lot of black chicks, white chicks that did it. It's not all the same for all of them. You know what I'm saying? They got classes. They got shit that where they treat white folks different than they treat other white folks. There's some inside shit going on there. I don't understand it. But we are on the outside of it. We're the product. We get the byproduct of that shit. They fucking each other up inside their little circle.
Right, but we get it because we're not conditioned.
Because we definitely ain't white.
No, we're not conditioned to go to school.
No, it's black people gotta change their mentality as well. We kind of stop blaming everything on what John did back in 1680 or 14.
We ain't talking about that. That shit is over.
1492, so let's say 1515. Okay. Yeah. We have to stop, you know what I'm saying? Then we get mad because somebody tells us the way we thinking is wrong or ignorant.
Yeah.
No, the first excuse that black folks come up with is I didn't get a fair shot. I was black. That's the first thing you come up with. Because in one end of it, it feel right. But if you never see it before, you feel like you went unscathed. Like, I ain't see that racism. Like, I feel like going all the way through high school and not going to college was me ducking my racism. Like, as I was going to go to college down south, I was going to see a whole new situation. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that in my head, I didn't want to deal with that because I had seen racism. I had some great white teachers. You know what I'm saying? I had some cool Mexican teachers. Outside of my race, I done had a pretty well-rounded experience.
So you was afraid to...
Not necessarily. I may be subliminal. It was like, man, I don't even want to see that shit. If I could stay right here in the mixing pot.
But understand what that did, though. Understand what that did, though. You just said you didn't want to experience it because what you thought. But if you could honestly know that you can go down there and not even experience that, I would have. You would have went. I didn't want to go to school at all. So when they come from other countries and they have none of that mentality, none of those mental thoughts and thinkings, they just come saying we're going to school in America
and it's free.
Right. It's like imagine your brain being cleared of bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
It's like being a newborn.
Yeah, they come clear the bullshit.
I mean, black folks got their own way of doing that.
I know, but I'm just saying. You just said you was already thinking about it. When they come to go over here to go to school, they ain't thinking about all that. You know what I'm saying? But you was thinking about it. See what I'm saying? That can fuck you up. And stop
that can hold you back.
I picked the side that I thought worked better for me.
Right, but if you could just pick it because you wanted to do it, you know, like you a car guy. So if you knew,
if I knew when I graduated from high school that I could go into business, any automotive business,
exactly,
for free, that may have changed the perspective.
Hell yeah,
but I really at the same time needed bread.
But no, we just said for
I was
free.
Gonna pick where the bread was at.
We said for free.
Whether school was free or not, time wasn't. So by the time that I was spending at school, I wasn't getting no money. That was gonna fuck with me at that particular time, because I'm knowing what I am now is the product of that particular time. That was a very pivotal time in my life.
And that's another problem, because you hear that a lot with black people. Man, because I need the money. Now. I need the money. Now. They need the money now. They need the money. Mm-hmm. Nigerians come here. They didn't have nothing. They came here with nothing. Now, yeah, they did get some, they got the grants and everything. But if you got the opportunity to go to school, you know that the money is going to be, it's just a little further down the line.
It's coming.
You got to stay steadfast and just be focused.
One of the smartest mechanics I know is Nigeria. The man is 55 years old. You hear me? When I say smart, I'm talking about knows how every intricate system inside of an automotive, anything, or a train, truck, whatever, blah, blah. Because he took what we got and he incorporated it. What we got out of school, he took that and incorporated it into other things and learned other things and went looking for this information to make his, himself more educated about his trade. But that's how they focus. That's their function. Because while he was doing that, his wife went to work. But she had went to school while he was working. Like, they share the responsibility of taking care of the family showing the difference and getting educated.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Socialism. Socialism is different. Now, hold on. We finna shut it down. So I'm going to give y'all a chance to give y'all parting shots to President Obama. President Obese. Who want to go first?
Farewell. Job well done.
That's all you got? I thought you would have more. I really thought you would have more. Next. Who want to go next?
We appreciate your 8 years of service, and we'll miss you. Some of us.
Man.
Oh, y'all so quick with it. Look at y'all.
Thanks for making my dream come true. For seeing that a black man could be president of the United States. One of the so-called highest powers you can have. That's up there with Pope, being a Pope. Like, real talk. In the rest of the world, I'm saying. Not just in this country. In the world, being the president of the free country, United States of America, is a big deal.
Who want to go next? I'm just looking around. Just because we got two more. I ain't say nothing.
Nothing.
You confused?
You ain't got nothing to say about Obama leaving office?
Shit. See you later.
You won't see him.
I might catch him in traffic.
He do be in the shop.
Catch him in the street.
What you got, Damo?
I think you'll smoke a lot of weed.
What I got, honestly, man, Obama, it's been good, man. But I like to see what you're gonna do now.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all.
We still watching.
I'm just saying, well,
Your
I'm
legacy
like
is not a
Damo.
legacy until you actually do something.
Don't do
I'm
the
like
Kanye
Damo.
West.
Yeah, I
Don't
want to
marry a
see.
white woman.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what you do. I'm glad you survived. I'm glad you tried to wake us up. But I'm really interested to see what you do after. Now that you've been told what you've been told, you've seen what you've seen.
Know what you know.
Right. I want to know what you're going to do after, you know.
Show me.
Shit, that's about it, man. I mean, I can't say nothing else about it, you know. No knock on Michelle. I do got a question, though. Why wasn't your other daughter at the
She had a test.
farewell? Fuck that. He the president. She can't get a fucking redo on the test?
He's about to not be the president. She better go to school.
Man, fuck that.
He's got to. That's the part about the responsibility about being a president is you got to be the
fuck that.
exemplification of equal. And
Whoever
fair.
her teacher is, you need to be fired.
That's what.
For real.
Somebody else
Respect the presidency.
She's supposed to
Give
plan
her the
whole
motherfucking day off and let her come hear her daddy, the leader of the free world, talk.
A grade plan got to move around that whole.
He ain't got to move around.
Who did her lesson plan?
When she graduated and say my daddy was such and such, she getting that job. Respect that. And on that note,
Teacher better be a reference.
yeah, on that note, we out.
She better be writing up all kind of letters for scholarships. Goddamn,
You ain't bullshit.
we're playing.
Stezo's Thought of the Day.
All right, y'all. That was our farewell show to President Barack Obama, a.k.a. Mr. 44, a.k.a. Obese. Despite what you may think or what you may have heard me say or cast members say, I want you to know that I, for one, and I'm sure the rest of the cast does too, respect what the man accomplished, being the first black president. Yes, I have been critical of Obama because, I'm going to be honest, I just felt he was black. He was going to do things for the black community. And a lot of us thought that, and a lot of us may feel he didn't. Some may feel, what could he do? Some may feel that he did do a lot. I, for one, do think that he was giving us subliminal tips, strategies, and tactics, but you had to see it. You know, you had to pay attention. But again, I got to give a man nothing but respect for what he did and what he went through. Could not have been an easy job. I mean, the entire Congress, the entire government, it seemed like, hated the man. But after his presidency, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at him to become that civil rights leader. I don't know why. I just really think that it's going to happen. I think he's going to surprise us, or at least a very big part of me hopes so. And when and if that day come, I will wholeheartedly give my 110% support to the man. And on that note, again, good job, Mr. President. All right, I want to leave y'all with his 2004 Democratic conference speech. This is the speech that introduced me to Barack Obama, and I'm pretty sure introduced a lot of people to him. Check it out. And once again, good job, Mr. President.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dick Durbin. You make us all proud. On behalf of the great state of Illinois, crossroads of a nation, land of Lincoln, let me express my deepest gratitude for the privilege of addressing this convention. Tonight is a particular honor for me because, let's face it, my presence on this stage is pretty unlikely. My father was a foreign student, born and raised in a small village in Kenya. He grew up herding goats, went to school in a tin roof shack. His father, my grandfather, was a cook, a domestic servant to the British. But my grandfather had larger dreams for his son. Through hard work and perseverance, my father got a scholarship to study in a magical place, America, that shone as a beacon of freedom and opportunity to so many who had come before. While studying here, my father met my mother. She was born in a town on the other side of the world, in Kansas. Her father worked on oil rigs and farms through most of the Depression. The day after Pearl Harbor, my grandfather signed up for duty, joined Patton's army, marched across Europe. Back home, my grandmother raised a baby and went to work on a bomber assembly line. After the war, they studied on the GI Bill, bought a house through FHA, and later moved west, all the way to Hawaii in search of opportunity. And they too had big dreams for their daughter. A common dream born of two continents. My parents shared not only an improbable love, they shared an abiding faith in the possibilities of this nation. They would give me an African name, Barack, or Blessed, believing that in a tolerant America, your name is no barrier to success. They imagined me going to the best schools in the land, even though they weren't rich, because in a generous America, you don't have to be rich to achieve your potential. They're both passed away now. And yet I know that on this night, they look down on me with great pride. They stand here, and I stand here today, grateful for the diversity of my heritage, aware that my parents' dreams live on in my two precious daughters. I stand here knowing that my story is part of the larger American story, that I owe a debt to all of those who came before me, and that in no other country on earth is my story even possible. Tonight, we gather to affirm the greatness of our nation. Not because of the height of our skyscrapers or the power of our military or the size of our economy. Our pride is based on a very simple premise, summed up in a declaration made over 200 years ago. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is the true genius of America. A faith in simple dreams, an insistence on small miracles, that we can tuck in our children at night and know that they are fed and clothed and safe from harm. That we can say what we think, write what we think without hearing a sudden knock on the door. That we can have an idea and start our own business without paying a bribe. That we can participate in the political process without fear of retribution, and that our votes will be counted, at least most of the time. This year, in this election, we are called to reaffirm our values and our commitments, to hold them against a hard reality, and see how we're measuring up to the legacy of our forebears and the promise of future generations. And fellow Americans, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, I say to you tonight, we have more work to do. More work to do for the workers I met in Galesburg, Illinois. who are losing their union jobs at the Maytag plant that's moving to Mexico, and now are having to compete with their own children for jobs that pay $7 an hour. More to do for the father that I met who was losing his job and choking back the tears wondering how he would pay $4,500 a month for the drugs his son needs without the health benefits that he counted on. More to do for the young woman in East St. Louis and thousands more like her who has the grades, has the drive, has the will, but doesn't have the money to go to college. Now, don't get me wrong. The people I meet in small towns and big cities, in diners and office parks, they don't expect government to solve all their problems. They know they have to work hard to get ahead, and they want to. Go into the collar counties around Chicago, and people will tell you they don't want their tax money wasted by a welfare agency or by the Pentagon. Go into any inner city neighborhood, and folks will tell you that government alone can't teach our kids to learn. They know that parents have to teach, that children can't achieve unless we raise their expectations and turn off the television sets and eradicate the slander that says a black youth with a book is acting white. They know those things. People don't expect government to solve all their problems. But they sense deep in their bones that with just a slight change in priorities, we can make sure that every child in America has a decent shot at life, and that the doors of opportunity remain open to all. They know we can do better, and they want that choice. In this election, we offer that choice. Our party has chosen a man to lead us who embodies the best this country has to offer, and that man is John Kerry. John Kerry understands the ideals of community, faith, and service because they've defined his life. From his heroic service to Vietnam, to his years as a prosecutor and lieutenant governor, through 2 decades in the United States Senate, he's devoted himself to this country. Again and again, we've seen him make tough choices when easier ones were available. His values and his record affirm what is best in us. John Kerry believes in an America where hard work is rewarded. So instead of offering tax breaks to companies shipping jobs overseas, he offers them to companies creating jobs here at home. John Kerry believes in an America where all Americans can afford the same health coverage our politicians in Washington have for themselves. John Kerry believes in energy independence, so we aren't held hostage to the profits of oil companies or the sabotage of foreign oil fields. John Kerry believes in the constitutional freedoms that have made our country the envy of the world, and he will never sacrifice our basic liberties, nor use faith as a wedge to divide us. And John Kerry believes that in a dangerous world, war must be an option sometimes, but it should never be the first option. You know, a while back, I met a young man named Seamus in a VFW hall in East Moline, Illinois. He was a good-looking kid, 6'2", 6'3", clear-eyed with an easy smile. He told me he joined the Marines and was heading to Iraq the following week. And as I listened to him explain why he'd enlisted, the absolute faith he had in our country and its leaders, his devotion to duty and service, I thought, this young man was all that any of us might ever hope for in a child. But then I asked myself, are we serving Seamus as well as he's serving us? I thought of the 900 men and women, sons and daughters, husbands and wives, friends and neighbors who won't be returning to their own hometowns. I thought of the families I'd met who were struggling to get by without a loved one's full income, or whose loved ones had returned with a limb missing or nerves shattered, but still lacked long-term health benefits because they were reservists. When we send our young men and women into harm's way, we have a solemn obligation not to fudge the numbers or shade the truth about why they are going, to care for their families while they're gone, to tend to the soldiers upon their return, and to never, ever go to war without enough troops to win the war, secure the peace, and earn the respect of the world. Now let me be clear. Let me be clear. We have real enemies in the world. These enemies must be found, they must be pursued, and they must be defeated. John Kerry knows this. And just as Lieutenant Kerry did not hesitate to risk his life to protect the men who served with him in Vietnam, President Kerry will not hesitate one moment to use our military might to keep America safe and secure. John Kerry believes in America. And he knows that it's not enough for just some of us to prosper. For alongside our famous individualism, there's another ingredient in the American saga. A belief that we're all connected as one people. If there's a child on the south side of Chicago who can't read, that matters to me even if it's not my child. If there's a senior citizen somewhere who can't pay for their prescription drugs and having to choose between medicine and the rent, that makes my life poor even if it's not my grandparent. If there's an Arab American family being rounded up without benefit of an attorney or due process, that threatens my civil liberties. It is that fundamental belief. It is that fundamental belief, I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper, that makes this country work. It's what allows us to pursue our individual dreams and yet still come together as one American family. E pluribus unum, out of many, one. Now, even as we speak, there are those who are preparing to divide us. The spin masters, the negative ad peddlers, who embrace the politics of anything goes. Well, I say to them tonight, there is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America. There is not a black America and a white America and Latino America and Asian America. There's the United States of America. The pundits like to slice and dice our country into red states and blue states. Red states for Republicans, blue states for Democrats. But I've got news for them too. We worship an awesome God in the blue states, and we don't like federal agents poking around in our libraries in the red states. We coach Little League in the blue states, and yes, we've got some gay friends in the red states. There are patriots who opposed the war in Iraq, and there are patriots who supported the war in Iraq. We are one people, all of us pledging allegiance to the Stars and Stripes, all of us defending the United States of America. In the end, that's what this election is about. Do we participate in a politics of cynicism, or do we participate in a politics of hope? John Kerry calls on us to hope. John Edwards calls on us to hope. I'm not talking about blind optimism here, the almost willful ignorance that thinks unemployment will go away if we just don't think about it, or healthcare crisis will solve itself if we just ignore it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something more substantial. It's the hope of slaves sitting around a fire singing freedom songs. The hope of immigrants setting out for distant shores. The hope of a young naval lieutenant bravely patrolling the Mekong Delta. The hope of a mill worker's son who dares to defy the odds. The hope of a skinny kid with a funny name who believes that America has a place for him too. Hope in in the face of difficulty, hope in the face of uncertainty, the audacity of hope. In the end, that is God's greatest gift to us, the bedrock of this nation, a belief in things not seen, a belief that there are better days ahead. I believe that we can give our middle class relief and provide working families with a road to opportunity. I believe we can provide jobs to the jobless, homes to the homeless, and reclaim young people in cities across America from violence and despair. I believe that we have a righteous wind at our backs, and that as we stand on the crossroads of history, we can make the right choices and meet the challenges that face us. America, tonight, if you feel the same energy that I do, if you feel the same urgency that I do, if you feel the same passion that I do, if you feel the same hopefulness that I do, if we do what we must do, then I have no doubt that all across the country, from Florida to Oregon, from Washington to Maine, the people will rise up in November, and John Kerry will be sworn in as president, and John Edwards will be sworn in as vice president, and this country will reclaim its promise, and out of this long political darkness, a brighter day will come. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you.